2, 1, and we're live. What is up, everybody? What's up, Ace? How you
Hey,
doing, man?
hey guys, what's up? Oh,
I got that reverb in the back.
eh,
So, yeah, welcome on this lovely Saturday. We're just hanging out, looking at some charts. Got all your fucking requests. Ready to go through some stuff. Ace, you done any trades today?
no, I was just trading, just scalping that HC like I was talking to you beforehand, but that's about it. Pretty much it. I'm still expecting this bad boy to go down. I had to call Bog last night for a little bit of a pump for my friends. But aside from that, not much. How are you, man? What have you been up to?
Chilling, man. Just running errands. People getting into trouble. Gotta bail them out sometimes. But things are good, man. Just had some gyro, fucking delicious Greek sandwich, some fries. Oh, I didn't even post a picture. I'm such a noob.
It's not official until you post a picture.
Yeah. I took a nice picture too. Like how you got to take time for that shit. Um, but yeah, yo, T Foltz, what's up? M Bright, Sharik, don't worry, I'm not scamming you on time. All right, let me share. You want to share your screen? Oh, nice. Put it on you for a sec.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can pull up Twitter and pull up that post
The
and
list, yeah. Let us do
there are
it.
a couple of things I do want to talk about, but we'll go over some coins first in general. I had a couple people wanting to just learn about some basic indicators like B bands and just I was just gonna talk about Ichimoku a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but we can definitely go over some coin requests in general and just the overall market thing.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so we'll
What?
start in my Discord, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
We've
What are
got.
your thoughts on Bitcoin before we go into any kind of coins?
It looks slumpy. I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up dropping. Um, Probably like I think 7.2 would be the next stop if we were to drop heavy. Um, I don't know. It just doesn't feel good. You?
Yeah, I'm bearish. I'm looking for 8160 to clear. If 81, well, at least even over here, like I'd want the next 4 hour to be over the 20 SMA. I mean, if it can recover, this recovery was nice. We have an hour left, so I mean, it's a possibility if we can get some candles like up in this range again. But
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not too hopeful on it right now. I'm still thinking it's gonna go down. 20 SMA is still cutting up here, so let's see how this daily goes. I assume we see some selling pressure on the daily to bring it down at least $100 more.
Damn. Damn. What is up to all 17 in chat? Y'all seen KMD spike? What are your thoughts about BTC? Well, dude, just as a whole, the trend's very bullish. However, after running up 180%, it's only normal that we see a correction. So it doesn't mean get into panic, but it could mean um, have a bit of tether handy. If you haven't taken any profits on positions, could be a good idea. And because the idea is you don't want to catch the exact top or bottom. You just want to be kind of rounded out enough that you can progressively grow without taking too much risk at once.
Yeah, I think KMD did good. Like I had these lines drawn previously. I think we must have talked about it, and
Wow,
we're
yeah.
pretty much almost there for now. I assume once we get around here, we'll probably wick out one more time, go down, and then see some movement.
I mean, I could see it retracing right here, right now.
Yeah,
Um,
back into this buy zone again.
yeah, because I mean, last time the candle didn't even touch that resistance. It was just a wick into, so it wasn't like a super strong level.
Weekly looks really nice, like
Yeah. Wow, look at that. That was such a
accumulation.
Bagsy, why don't you pay attention? Because you know that just the second bottom, if you're an investor and you're thinking of getting in, you're like fucking gulping. You're like, it's better
Yes,
bounce here. And most people won't buy there, but that's actually the best area, sadly.
November 18, yeah, lowest point, and then it popped up.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
2017 though, man, KMD is gonna take over the world, guys.
Yeah, they're rebranding and they have some stuff in the oven cooking.
That's pretty cool. The rebrand is pretty cool because I mean, to me, KMD is shit. So the fact that they're rebranding, I'll be like, oh man, look, it's something new for this next bull run. So let's just push the target to like up here at least then.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, don't get too greedy, people at home. Take profit. Most times, your thing will retrace a bit, and you can buy even more. Just taking profit's a good habit. We have some requests in chat too that we'll get to.
All right,
Um,
what did your Discord want first?
yeah, let's get XRP BTC. I'm actually curious about that too, so it lines up well with my intentions.
Yeah, I mean, so
That weekly's
person,
kind of
yeah,
flat.
me, what I do is I always end up finding this first wick, drawing diagonal, seeing how that looks.
Hmm.
See a bounce right here, bounce right here. Um, yeah, I mean, it looks.
Let's go into a deeper dive.
Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit.
I need the pure ace analysis. My
Yeah.
familia depends on it.
Yeah, I can turn on some things and see how they look. I told people I talk about this stuff too.
Hmm. We got a lot to get to tonight, ladies and gentlemen at home watching. To 21 of you in chat, thank you for tuning in. I would have made the joke about you guys having no life, but Cred just made it, and I don't want to be unoriginal.
You guys have no life on a Saturday being here. I'm
I'm
gonna
just
steal
saying,
his jokes right
exactly.
now.
Yeah, you're better at telling jokes than I.
I'm just gonna steal Gred's jokes. Yeah, guys, he's streaming right now too, so thanks
Yeah,
for coming here instead of there.
yeah.
But
No,
either
no,
way,
no. You check him out too.
he is
But
talking something interesting today.
yeah, but if you can't stand British accents, you're in the right spot.
Next stream, we're busting out the, but the slideshow is just like him.
Yeah, is
All
it
right,
all
guys.
right? Horizontals and resistances. Nah, I gotta work on my accent.
Yeah, Cred's cool. We love him.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, bounce up right over here. There's a support test over here, so it's a higher low over here. A little bit worried over here, so I'd want to see how a horizontal support would go right around probably here. Like green clouds opening up nicely over here. Price action isn't like completely horrible. I'm not a fan of XRP. Like even like the lower time frame setups like don't look nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see this pumping too much. So maybe if it bounces at 5,000 and does another nice bounce, you'll see it go nicely. But I don't know. I'm really am not a fan of XRP like that. It's just
Scary's
not.
above the hardest.
Yeah, whatever. But okay, fine. If that's what I'm saying, if you really believe that theory, you could try to get in at 5,000. Try your luck even more at 46 and see how this goes. The biggest thing I'm seeing here is there's a Keygen reject right there. Um, we have 20 SMA right here and the Tenkin right here, so we have a possibility of a bounce at these 2 points plus at the important horizontal level. But even if we start pumping out through there, you have this up here. So if I did end up drawing a diagonal up here, once price action gets down up to here, so you're only going to see it go up to here. I don't see it breaking through and hitting the 65, 66 range. Like I'm going to need to see it clear the clouds before I jump into conclusions
That's
because
my target.
up here,
Moon time,
yeah.
64. Let's go.
I personally rather trade the USD chart for this one just because it's the
No, it
USD
looks
chart.
horrible. Don't do it. Actually, doesn't look that bad.
Man, if I saw this on
Bull
Coinbase and I just
flagging.
bought it on Coinbase, I was like, all right, we're up.
Mm.
The listing you shouldn't have bought at, but once it dumped, like you're up what? Let's say price
Wow.
right now from when the initial dump happened, you'd be up 35% in USD, and like everybody's over here bitching, but like You're steady in USD and you're up in USD, so I don't see what the problem when trading USD pairs is. You want more Bitcoin, then buy more Bitcoin with your USD. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like the USD pair, I can check out the other charts for another exchange because this is Coinbase. Let's just check out Tetherus. Yeah, 1 hour is a little bit more like the 1 hour on here is a little bit more cleaner. I'd want to draw my line starting from here. Oops.
Oh.
I mean, you see a tap over here. You see all these candles not being able to get rejected up here. You see this breakout and support test right over here, as well as this area trying to hold up. You have the cloud thinning out over here on the hourly. So Tether version looks like I said, it still does look like it's going to bounce, but
Mhm.
it should hold up some sort of zone and not completely go to shit. But once again, like I said, I am not a fan of
Yeah.
XRP. It doesn't do good,
Looks
but
good on the daily.
yeah, daily even like on the tether form, like it looks good. Like broke through the Ichi. It's coming up over here. So as long as it can hold up this 35, 37-ish range and doesn't break, I would say underneath 34 cents, you should be fine to see this start moving up. Even more so if you really think that Bitcoin's going to recover at whatever point it's going. And yes, end of year 550 at Ripple, bro. It's like guaranteed. Let me show you how easy this is going to be. Watch. Let me just teach you guys. Real TA. Wait, this isn't good. Let me show you something even better. Oh, I can't even get to those numbers. But yeah, man. We're not even like a little bit 2,000% in just a couple months. We can do it, right, guys?
It's
Right,
very
Bagsy?
possible. Fuck yeah.
$10 Ripple. Just kidding.
And end of year,
End of month.
end of month. Oh, dude, that'd be insane.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ripple. It might look all right, so I mean I'd trade it, but I wouldn't dwell too much capital into it.
I don't know. There's some rumors in the pipes. I don't want to. I don't want to give away too much, but
Well, what are your thoughts on it?
on what? Oh, it's a piece of shit, and it should go to zero, but not before pumping like crazy.
Yeah,
Calling
man.
bank for loan. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm
I
seeing
don't
volume
know.
and stuff. So who knows? I mean, it could turn out good for somebody.
I
But
like it on the monthly.
the one thing I do probably would want to trade it at is XRPM. And of course, not surprised either here. So yeah, this is the one that's really interesting. Just because everybody on BitMEX who's smart has been shorting Tether this entire fucking time. So I think it's about time that Tether, or
XRP, you mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever, XRP,
Ripple. Yeah.
yeah, give some punishment out to the people who've been shorting and are staying in a short. So I assume this zone over here that I have drawn over here to break on BitMEX at some point. I don't know when, but it's going to. So I'd personally, me being me, I'd want to long it and just have my stop underneath 45 just to be safe. But yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to bet this thing pumps up back over here. And I do higher leverage too. So, I mean, whatever 13% can amount to, and just you can get 13% spot, or you can do a leverage trade and get a little bit more out of it, depending on your position size. But yeah, I mean, I think the max version will pump a little bit just to get it over this area.
Then zero.
Maybe you could start accumulating like a long term bag, but I would do a long term bag more so like in USD pairs, not Bitcoin pairs. There's other things you can earn more Bitcoin from.
Let's see. Let's see what else. Fucking DApps. I'll do DApps.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Why don't you pull up your thing? I'm gonna go get myself a drink real quick.
Yeah. Mm, hey, the corn is pumping. Very nice. Hold up. It just broke back above the POC. And the POC is the highest volume area. So it's better when price is above it if you're long, and vice versa. So yeah, that's nice. What was I gonna look at? DApps. Coin signals. I always forget that they rebranded it to Charts Coin Trader Pro. Coin signals is such a better name. DApps, not Dash. Damn, the people who bought it at 1 sat, they are happy souls.
No, we didn't cover Litecoin yet. We will.
Sure, we can.
They said they saw that Pornhub tab, Bagsy.
Hey, but sir. So yeah, so when I charted this last, price had held the 0.5. Now we see that price broke down. So I think this is just gonna do something like,
What are you looking at?
DApps. I think it's gonna maybe retest the 0.5, and from there, I think it'll.
Dang, that thing just pumped.
Yeah, 800%. Yeah, 800% from the
Oh,
February
why?
lows. 400 from. I don't know, but then again, like I don't know what's going on behind the project. I know people, you know, fundamentals do have something to do with it. So you'd have to also figure out, why did this pump, and do they have anything else in the pipeline? Like, was that a mainnet launch, or what was this? And do they have more stuff coming?
Why does their supply keep increasing?
I don't know. Let me see. The app's supply.
Yeah, I'm checking out their supply chart. I don't know if they keep it real on CoinMarketCap though.
Well, I'm on the thing now. It hasn't changed in the last few
Hmm.
months, at least from this.
Maybe it could just be me, but check out the USD chart for DApps. What a cup. Yeah, you're
Wow.
pretty much. It looks pretty much
Wow.
like that. Yeah, wow. USD chart for this is crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
missed that.
that was perfect.
Ugh. What exchange is this on?
Beats me. What else do we have in chat? Yes.
Huh?
What else is
Um,
in chat, if you don't mind?
Nobody else really asked anything. Somebody asked for RVN 6 hour, please.
Oh yeah, cool. We do this for
6 hours
you.
is an exotic request. Any reason for that, Snips? Why 6 hour? I'm just curious on why that one.
Different strokes for different folks, right?
No, we don't. We
What
all
on?
stroke. We all stroke the same.
Sure,
Somebody
sure.
said TRX Matic seller. You'll want to pull up the Twitter thing. I mean, I wonder if I can pull it up actually.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're a capable young man.
Alright.
So what I like about Raven is that it was originally rejected at this level. However, it recovered quite well. It barely retraced to like the 0.382. So I think we're definitely going to retest that 907 level again. And if you see strong enough impulse up, maybe we could break through, retest the 1K resistance, and then
What
see
coin was
from
that
there.
again?
Raven.
All right, so somebody had asked if we could do something a little bit different on the stream rather than just doing straight up TA. So what I'm gonna do with Raven is I like checking Coin Market Calendar just to see if they have any sort of news coming up. So
Cool.
for
Oh, let
shits
me
and
get
giggles,
let me get
I'm
the
gonna
thing on your screen.
RBN. Yeah, RVN has a Raven Coin meetup on the 19th of June. Don't know what that'll do. But
Having block reward. Oh my
yeah,
god, these guys are so smart.
the 31st, 2022 or earlier. Or earlier.
Oh, 2022. Okay, I'm sitting way back in my couch.
I mean, even so, like if you assume the ones that are just newly listed now are being listed in 2019, the bull run for other things started around 2017. So not too crazy of a year apart. I doubt them waiting until 222. They'll probably do that until 221. Is my guess to keep their price going.
Yeah, that's a good project. Just
Yeah,
overall, how people feel about it.
I have no idea what it does.
Obviously, I can't speak for everyone, but it definitely has a strong community, and that's something unique to certain projects. And it's nice to see it. Um, there needs to be a sense of community for something to survive. Not necessarily, but it helps. It's better for the brand,
The brand.
the
Um,
investors.
we got somebody asking for Doge. I could do Doge. I don't want
Doge, sure.
Doge. I'm waiting to help start the revolution.
Nereye varırız o? Doo-dum, doo-dum. If you guys are having a good time, hit that like button, subscribe, hit Hackerman on Twitter. He is an original gangster.
Thanks, fella.
Welcome, sir. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, here's a triangle for you guys on Doge on the daily. Maybe bounce here or 20 SMA hold and then push up. Um, I like looking at long time frames for Doge just because I don't like looking at low time frames for it. This makes me really nervous right here. Like, if it really doesn't break out here, then that means we're gonna go ahead and see this level.
Well, it kind of looks like at the same level there was that same type of. Not exactly. Never mind.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
Man, that euro was good. I'm gonna post that picture.
Euro.
Euro.
But if it wasn't from Loom's Kebab Shop, then was it
Boom's
really
Kebab Shop.
was it really a euro? So
Guess
yeah, I mean,
not.
as far as this goes, Bitcoin version, I'd be looking for this area to hold up at the very least. If this area looks like it's gonna fail, we're gonna go ahead and see price action go down to the 20s, which I mean it isn't unusual. So somebody said both have mainnets coming up. Can you do Seller and Matic? You do good with those new
Sure.
Johns.
I would love to. I'm just posting a picture of my food. Just 1 second.
And here's just something, just because a couple people asked me about how the B band works and just things like that. I had somebody bring up a great example to me earlier. So I'm gonna pull up that coin real quick. We Power. It was Crypto Lane. Give him a follow on Twitter. He's a pretty smart guy.
Crypto Lane. Cool.
He was in our thing before, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
when we were doing our Bybit trades, he was the only one who was on point with everything.
I
Um,
remember. Yeah, of course.
yeah. So the easiest things to figure out with the B bands is whenever you see price at, so it does, the higher time frames mean more, obviously. Lower time frame means you're scalping on it. Over here you see the price action hopping off to 20 SMA, which is the middle line of the B bands, and then the outside of the B bands. I'm gonna probably have to darken them for you guys. Hang on. Yeah, you see the candles go all the way outside of the B bands. Doesn't matter which direction it is. If the candles go out, that means they're definitely gonna come back into the thing, back into the cloud, the band cloud, whatever this is. So what you'd want to do in that point would be is basically short. Same case over here. Whenever you see it go under, you'll typically see the price action go sideways and then bounce up. You can see it in multiple spots over here. I mean, every time it goes outside of there, short it, short it, short it, and then finally your short really pays off over here. But let's go back into this one on the Hourly.
Man, we power.
Yeah.
The thing had some nasty wicks.
All right. So right here is where he was asking me. So you see, if you wanted to scalp, you can scalp longs over here, and then over here you see the price action ride up into there. So every time you would see it wick out, and you see like it's riding up, I would end up exiting up out of over here. Now you see price action over here. Now this is on the hourly. Now it's starting to bend up. We had an issue. He had asked me earlier when the bands had basically had already opened up, and it didn't figure out basically this part. So whenever the band opens up, how it did prior to over
Mm-hmm.
here, and it starts to
Mm-hmm.
tighten up, tightening up basically means that the price action is getting stale and it's figuring out which way it wants to move. So that means it'll just end up ranging, or it'll end up making a violent move in the direction that it's going. So if it was really bad, it would have just violently fell down. But in this case, it's not. So the
Hmm.
biggest thing about the B bands is basically watch for the price action either going outside the cloud upwards or outside the clouds going downwards, and seeing if it tests that middle line as far as price action goes.
Thank you, Sir
Oh,
Ace.
we'll go back a little bit more on that one a little bit later.
Yeah, yeah. I'll open up Matic. Let's check
Like
out
over
that.
here, I'm looking for a retest on the
Oh,
4 hour chart of We Power over here as well. Like here's the horizontal supports. You have the 20 SMA over here. Already came out of the B bands over here, and now it's coming down to the middle area, which is also the horizontal support. So you can share your screen whenever you're ready. I'm just talking until you
cool.
had it brought up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're very console. I'm still on the 6 hour.
Mm.
Such an interesting time frame. So yeah, so seller's been really kind to me. Um, so far, I've been able to play it exactly how it moved. So for now, I think, I mean, seeing where Bitcoin's at and looking at this resistance, I don't think it shows enough volume to like really break through that. So I don't think this time around we're going to break that 255, 260 level. If we do, and I'm wrong, R1 would be the next resistance, so 279. What I think we could see is something, so something like. Um, 'Cause I know that they have some fundamental shit coming towards the end of the month. They have like three events or three things on CoinMarketCal. So that's my reasoning for this type of follow through. Matic has the same type of love, but the trend is kind of losing strength. That's why I'm also thinking the pullback. We're still in the green, however.
Which one was
Um,
that one?
this is seller.
I'll look up CoinMarketCal and just let everybody know
Yeah,
what we see.
cool, cool, cool. I'll pull up Matic in the meantime.
Oh yeah, wow, they have tons of stuff coming up. This is
Yeah,
just asking for,
yeah.
hey, pump me even more to new all-time highs.
Yeah, so like I'm waiting for Bitcoin to shit or do something fucked up so I could pick up some cheap seller.
So here are the events coming up, guys, for Seller. You're seeing a lot of stuff on the 30th of June. I'll name you the 5 things. You're seeing POLC mainnet launch, SDK public version 3 release, C route initial deploy, off chain providers, blockchain expansion, and then once that all hype is done, you got the hype round 2 in December by December 31st or earlier. New app funnel, SDK release 4, SGN Liba mainnet. Um,
Yeah,
again on
yeah, basically this shit doesn't mean anything, but what it means is that people are buying it because there's stuff. So,
And if you're just
you
a
know what I mean?
fundamental trader and you like fundamentals to trade off of, I mean, there's gonna be a point where fundamentals do mean some sort of something to
Hmm.
people, and it's not bad.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm just trying to say none of this means anything for the project. It's just fancy
Yeah.
words that, it's just tech shit. However, The fuck was I gonna
Yeah.
say?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, in that sense, like, I mean, yeah, I'm not like that ultimate techie of a guy, but like the things that I look for when it comes to like that kind of things, like obviously mainnet launches, any kind of like those SDK public releases. So those are the kind of things that I'd look for: the route deploy, the off-chain providers, the new map funnel, blockchain expansion. Don't really know too much of what that is, but those other fancy little words that the sheep people will like.
Mm,
Those are the ones that stick out to me.
perfect. So yeah, so this is Matic right now. Um, few things. I like this impulse move up. I like that it broke through R1. I wasn't expecting it to do it. Um, however, now that we're here, the first immediate resistance to me is this bearish breaker. So I'd aim for like 350s if it were to make another impulse. But if I were looking to long, I definitely wait for it to at least retest R1 because we haven't tested it since we broke through it. So hypothetically, it should act as support. Doesn't mean it will. So right now you're kind of in between both the support and resistance. So I wouldn't be entering anything at this level. You'd have to already be in from here or, earlier. We also have a bearish divergence on the 4 hour, which is, there's been some nice volume over the last few hours. So I don't consider the divergence as important. However, it's still there. So it's important to talk about it. You could also be very patient and wait for, let's say, they'll pull back to, but then you wouldn't want to see it necessarily dip that low, but it just might if you think it's going to keep rallying. And in case it isn't obvious, none of the following and previous is financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and all that fun jazz.
Oh man, I want to bring on one of my buddies too. I found out that he actually is getting his thing to actually trade. So he pretty much has it. He just is
Sick.
wrapping up things. So I would love to get like eh,
Some legitimate.
yeah, legal advice.
That's very cool. I like that. It's a great idea.
Yeah, as far as Matic goes, 4 events, 3 different plasma nonsenses coming up on June 30th or earlier, and then right to kick off the summer, ending right, they have a mainnet release September 30th or sooner. Things to keep in mind: people do these things around the quarters, quarter ending or openings, so just keep in mind we'll be running up quarter three sooner or later.
Quarter three. Yeah, it's coming. Let me read the Twitter post.
Yeah, let's get some.
Let's be true to our word.
Somebody, I remember crypto
Somebody.
cactus asked me for.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, BXC. I didn't know it was listed.
Yeah, I don't know. He said it should be coming out.
Probably BXY or some shit. Mm. Yeah, it's not out yet.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, BC Exchange. I mean, it just basically sounds like it's exchange season is what it is. Everybody's shilling some sort of new exchange. Everybody's rebranding to let's do margin trading. Everybody's trying to get on that BitMEX train. So, I mean, just watch how much money you put on these exchanges and how long you keep it on there for.
Yeah.
Keep up on that news. If you notice any signs of, hey, my CTO is having mental stability, we've just called the cops on him like Robin Hood did, and then 2-3
Oh
weeks
shit.
ended up closing.
Liquidated.
Yeah, liquidated because you trust your exchange too much.
Fuck. It's the wild. Like people at home. There's so much opportunity in this market, but at the same time, there's so many pitfalls that you know move slow with your money. And I mean that in your trades. Don't go all in on one thing. Don't over leverage. Don't do these stupid things. Like longevity is key because there are so many opportunities in this fucked up market. And I know it's tempting to want to get to whatever your goal is as quickly as possible, but the odds of it working out in your favor are slim in that sense, unless you can develop strategies on how to like last over time. Um, but yeah, that's going on a tangent there. But yeah, be careful with your money. Don't go all in on anything. Let's check out Aeon.
Yeah.
You have any sentimental attachment towards that project?
No, it always pumps. I see this having its little scam pumps all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it had one
Dude, if
recently.
you zoom it out on the monthly, trust me, it does not look like a pump.
Yeah.
It looked
Oh
like a
god.
dump.
Oh god, what's happened? Oh.
Oh my god.
Aeon, I kept hearing that this was gonna be like the future of whatever of Aeon.
Okay, and this is an example of just the overvaluation that some of these projects had in the peak bull market. Unsustainable market caps and just like money built on top of lies.
Yeah, I mean, the way I would play this one is if magically I did enter this one, I'd have a stop right at like 215 or a little bit lower. Personally, I'd like to see price action get over the 20 SMA on the weekly and look to test it over here like it did again to figure out if I'm going to enter more or exit. So, I mean, this is just ultimate shit. Maybe,
Oh,
I
it
mean,
looks like it has that those three peaks. Yeah, the 1.27 angle. You know what I mean? Where
no,
there's 27 degrees separating each lower low.
I
It's
don't
like
know
a
if you could do
succession.
that on your end. That'd be
I
cool.
don't know how to do it, but let me try. Hold up. Let me just fuck around while you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean it's getting close like where it wants to move. I mean you see the higher low over here after like quite some time. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it ends up getting back over here and then we can see some movement, but I don't see it going like over 300 sats right off the bat. We definitely need Bitcoin to start moving back up. Um my basically plan of attack right now is once this dips again, I'll start buying again. I'm just scalping and not really building any positions.
Rumor has it Hackerman went balls deep before the stream. Ali, yeah,
Seller.
what's up, Ali? Welcome back.
Hey man, what's up, dude?
Oh my god. So yeah, let's see. Let's look at Lux. I have not opened that chart in a while.
Lux coin.
Ever since Mr. McAfee fucked off.
Oh, Lux. Oh, that kind of Lux.
That kind of Lux. Dude, the peak bull mania, this was $50 a coin.
Man, this is on Cryptopia, right? Fuck.
Fuck.
All right, guys, I'm about to draw you some hopium.
The good news is that it broke out of its original downtrend. The bad news is that it rediscovered a new downtrend.
Yeah. Good luck.
uh,
Yeah, that's a no bueno. I mean,
it's got some work to do.
what would tunes do? Let me show you what tunes would do. We about to draw another mini triangle instead of a triangle.
All in. Let's go.
All in, breakout. Come on, Moon. Um, I mean, it's not like exactly bad. I mean, if you looked at this breakout as a breakout, you could do a tight stop underneath the current price action. It's not really tight, but it's a stop. You could aim for it to hit the previous low, which I mean, it could. I don't know where this shit trades anymore. I mean, I thought this was a KuCoin exclusive, or maybe like other shitcoin exchanges.
Oh, yo, can we check CHR?
He's like, my bags.
Blue bags.
Chrono Bank.
Yeah, exactly. Or Chromia, sorry. I think it's Chromia.
Hang on. Chrome. Oh, there we go. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Look, it's bumping as we speak. Testing the 20 SMA, so this price might possibly start reversing and aim for another bit more. You said this was the IEO that was done on KuCoin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We
like
kind
the
of broke
setup.
past it.
Yeah, it's like what
Yeah.
happens on Binance, basically. Listing dump. A little bit after listing pump.
Volume
Looking,
increased.
yeah,
Yeah.
looking for price discovery now. Hourly. I mean, not the worst, but
Volume's increasing on the hourly.
yeah, not bad. I
Not
can
bad.
see this pushing again.
Sick.
What else do we got? Oh, somebody said hot and BTT. Mm,
Hmm.
you want to do hot and BTT since they're like those low sat things?
Do you think that's all? Is that all I am to you? A low
There's
sat
a low sat
core.
guy.
Okay.
You do really good on those. That's why.
Okay. 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 Fine. Fine. If you insist.
You get a lot of likes and clout on your thing.
Just because I have good friends. Um.
He's like, all those people who like my things are my friends.
Yeah. Basically. Okay. So I don't remember the last time I charted this, but yes, we broke out. This is on the 3-day, so it's a big time frame. Retested, about to retest that support area I was looking at. I probably pulled it from this prior breaker right here. You could see that there was interaction at this green level and it was bought up. So I anticipate if you are bullish on it, you'd want this to hold. Let me delete this. Let me see what the VPVR is telling us. Okay, so that's the highest volume area, and you can see how it beautifully bounced. Like if you use the VPVR, you can really find the sweet spots for entering and exiting from time to time. It's just an
Do you want to just
extra.
explain to people what BPBR is, if you're able to?
Yeah, sure. So sorry. Yeah, VPVR is a visible profile, visible range, I believe. And what it allows you to do is to see the amount of money traded on a horizontal, over a horizontal zone. Um, and the more you zoom in, the more accurate it'll be on the zone itself. So right now, if I'm fully zoomed out over the entire coin, at the 17 sat area, the yellow dotted line is called the POC, point of control, and that's the highest volume area. So typically, if it's beneath price, it should act as a support, which it did. And I'm not saying it will every time, but more often than not, it will. And if we zoom in here, we can see that the next highest volume node of this area, not including the prior stuff before, was here. And again, it acted as resistance this time because price was trading beneath it. So you can use that to your advantage. So if I were like hyper bullish, I want to see price come back above that area and then run to R1. Now, if that happens, I don't know. Let's zoom in. See what we see. Good enough. Now it's going to 12. So yeah, 12-hour doesn't look great. I mean, price, that's okay. Price is currently staying the same, but the the T3 CCI is increasing in sell pressure, meaning like price is being absorbed right there, but there is more selling than buying going on. If we zoom in, Yeah, if we zoom in, actually, there is a reasonable bullish div. Mm, yeah, it could be considered one, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't be completely horrified in my position at this particular place, but I would want to see price get back above the 29 area, I think. 28. And yeah. Bearish, if this breaks, then you probably retest this area again, I think. What was the other one? BT2?
Yeah, BTT and hot were the two.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so the VPVR doesn't work that well on BTT. Ask me why, but it often gives me errors. So sometimes when it does work, this is the 15 sat area is actually the highest traded, the POC basically. So if we do hit 15, I would expect some support to show, and I would expect it to maybe bounce to R1. And from there, if we can break through 19 sats, I think we would retest that 23 area. But we're bearish on this. Yeah, this looks, I like this. So on the 4 hour, prices remained at that level, but there's clearly people are buying. There's a huge bullish div, and it's about to cross green, so I like that a lot. Um, I think there's a high likelihood that we retest R1 at least, and that's.
I don't know about you, but I'm about to start buying some ADA. I've been waiting like for quite some time to buy some ADA.
Okay, let's check it. Let us check.
I was looking at off the weekly first, because like we're pretty much bounced off of weekly support. We did really nice on the way we bounced too, which is pretty awesome.
Let me pull up a cleaner. Sorry.
The Binance chart, yeah, the weekly bounce. I really like when the bounce that we had back in September is basically the one I'm going off of, and then the last three weekly candles we had wicks close over that, and the last one, the most earliest one. So personally, I'd get in here. I actually have a bag of ADA that I've been starting since under 1,000 sats, but it's not that big. But now it's probably a time for me to start getting in.
Hmm.
Even over here on the daily, the B band's starting to tighten up. Price action went over the 20 SMA, testing all those times, another perfect test each of those times. Like,
Yeah,
um,
this is nice. This is
I
really
like
nice.
buying ahead of a breakout. I don't like always. I like pre-breakout trading. So this is another one where I'd want to bet now to get in, and I'd be willing to buy in all the way down to like here.
Sorry, I think the thing's on my screen.
Oh shit, it's okay. What do you
Oh
think?
wait, well, like here.
Yeah, that's where I started.
Yeah, so I mean, if
Bit
shit.
bean. Sorry.
Okay, so if you're the skeptical type, I would get in here because I do think ADA has a lot of upside. However, if Bitcoin does something stupid and for some reason it doesn't react the right way, it could do something crazy like that. Whales load up and then moon time. So I wouldn't be against playing it like that. However, on the bright side, just the CCI is showing uh, so much absorption here in price, and now we're actually in the positive on the daily, so that's nice to see. So things are bullish. So I definitely wouldn't be shorting here in any position.
Hey J
However,
Bags.
hey, what's up, JBags? However, if I were a skeptic, I would wait for something like some type of retrace, maybe layer some limits in there, or I don't know how you'd play it, but also enter here and set a stop beneath this wick. There's a lot of different ways you could play it. Let me
See,
copy.
I'd play this like.
Here,
I
let
hope
me
this
put it on
makes
your.
sense to people. Like, I like playing according to market structure. Like, so for example, if I'm like overall bullish on Bitcoin and I think Bitcoin's going to start bouncing or even it's going to start moving in a range, which will be positive for altcoins, I like getting in a little bit early in case I end up missing. I know my what my risk and reward is and how risky I want to go about what I'm doing in my position. Like Baxi said, scaling in is one of the biggest things that I started doing that really ended up helping me a lot. Like I used to just be like, look, it's gonna break out. I'm ready. I'm ready for moon time. So I'd go in with a bigger stack than I should have. Um, I mean, it wasn't that I couldn't hold or anything. It's just I would FOMO and I would end up getting into a position where if I would have spread out my capital on buys, I could have scaled in my buys and made my average cost entry better. And then that way, if it doesn't pump as expected, I don't have to sit there worrying about everything and I can just close everything out or manage my position properly. That's why I always say like set three type of buys. You have one that's your either you're going to buy market buy right now or very soon. A second one if there's going to be a dip. A third one if there's like a really nice juicy dip. And then if you're really about it, an emergency fund for a dip. But I don't really go past three. Um, Three's
Mhm.
my lucky number for that.
Oh, that's cool. So you're a superstitious person.
I just it just three
Interesting.
works out. Sometimes four works out, but
We got
yeah.
to talk more about this. That's funny. Hmm.
I mean, yeah, I do kind of bug out sometimes when I like spill the salt. I'm like, fuck, man, what if this shit's true?
Yeah, or like, oh fuck, another black cat.
Nah, I'm all about black kitties. They're cool. I don't know what the
Okay,
hate with them is.
fair enough. Yeah, you're right. Like, oh, not another ladder.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of avoid that shit. I don't really like ever say like, hey, I'm gonna go walk under and test this theory out. I'm like, nah, well, I don't need to walk under it. I'm not retarded.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, unnecessary. Yeah, I'll go around this.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Let me check the post. Let me check the post.
Yeah, like ADA over here, like for me, like just the way I trade, like there's plenty of 20 SMA test over here. I could zoom in to see how more the B bands is doing because it's tightening up over here. Like look, like here's a great example. Like B bands opens up the whole time. It's very open, starts tightening up. Price action starts tightening up. You'll start seeing people start mentioning B bands tightening up really tight on Bitcoin because there's always a point where Bitcoin B bands start tightening up. Price action gets really dim. Everybody's like, "Oh, we have no volatility," and then bam, it starts moving. So here it's getting tight. So I'd want to zoom in and see how it's going on the lower time frames. Even more tight on the 4 hour. Like it got more tight over there, um, held up these zones pretty nicely. This is the weekly support that had drone on there. So yeah, I mean, still not really like getting all crazy underneath the B bands. I'd want to zoom in just a little bit more. So now it's like super dirt tight over here. So since it's like dirt tight over here, and basically B bands has became useless to me. I mean, price action is pretty much right close to this breakout point. Like I said, I like getting in a little bit early, but I just turn on my Ichi just to see how the Ichi is going. Um, Price action underneath the green makes sense with me expecting Bitcoin to be a dip. So yeah, I mean, I do definitely expect this to dip a little bit. Let me just zoom in a little bit more to get a better understanding. I mean, cloud action is thinning out, so price action is getting very iffy as we get closer to this breakout point. But I mean, just no clear candles over it. So yeah, I mean, definitely looks more as I zoom into it, something that I'd want to layer buys into. But I'd also want to watch it and see when as this gets closer on lower time frames to the breakout area, how it goes. Like 15-minute, if I'm looking at the 15-minute 20 SMA price over it, about to be in a 15-minute TK, price goes over here in the clouds, and we see a breakout over here. Like I have no doubt it's going to be going outside of it. Um, but yeah, what's the next one?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it sounds like a lot whenever I explain it to people. Like I was explaining it to my newbie buddy last night. He was like talking about trading. He's like, "Yeah, it's so difficult," and his buddy was like telling me it's just gambling. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I'm like, I don't. I mean, maybe it's gambling if you're using leverage. I'm like, I don't think trading is like that. I mean,
Hmm.
I think it's a game of probability and a game of if you know what the fuck you're doing. But
Very true.
what was
Let's
the
try Nano.
nano? Yeah, look, another Ichi setup. 4-hour clouds have been closing since May, or they opened really wide. Been going, been going. Price action is finally starting once again to tap around this area. So, what you'd want to see here is what you're seeing over here without the rejection. So,
Yeah.
basically, this is what you're going to end up seeing over here, which is what it looks like over here. Price action getting up towards near the clouds. You see the 20 SMA cutting up. You see the 20 SMA cutting up. Just a matter of time before this cuts up over the Tenkin over here. Once it's cut up over here, it's in a better spot than it was over here. So what you'll see then is price action getting into the clouds. Once price action gets into the cloud, that should notify everybody like, hey, this shit hasn't done this in like a while. Like
Mhm.
what's going on? So let's zoom in, see what's going on. 2 hour, I mean into the clouds, into the 2 hour. Shower actually introduced me to the 2 hour. He's like, yeah, man, I love the 2 hour chart, and it's actually awesome. I love using it.
Really?
Um, yeah, here's 1 hour's a little sketchy, just the way it moves up. I'm not a fan of price action that looks like this. Um,
Chip chop.
chip chop and just hate like these kind of fucking triangles that go like this. It's just like the most dreaded pattern in the world. Like since I was saying that trading's pretty much probability, like it's like I never really 100% know if it's gonna do like a dip type thing and then go back up, or it's gonna go up and then fake out. So I really hate trading something like this. But Um, yeah, not bad. It looks like it's setting up, but it's waiting on Bitcoin. Like you'll notice, like a lot of these coins are reaching like upper resistance areas right when Bitcoin's reaching major support that it's going to be breaking down, which basically leads me to believe that if Bitcoin breaks down, they're all going to be coming off support and leading to the next resist, or coming off of resistance and going to the next support line, which makes sense on a technical standpoint. So that's why it makes me think more like everything is so nicely tied to Bitcoin that a little bit of observation on Bitcoin and the alts at the same time, like you can really get an understanding of like how these things are moving. Like I have somebody like I want to give a shout out to Basilmon. Dude, that guy, I talked to him just for like a little bit. It was like I spent like a day with him talking about stuff to him, and man, he pulls out stuff all the time to me. He's like, I really don't know what I'm looking at, but here's some triangles. What does it look like? And he gets every single one before like everybody else. And like it's really
Really?
cool to see like people get a grasp of concept in the beginning.
Hmm. And then realize they're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's,
that's
he's like,
fucking
I can just
awesome.
look at a chart, and he's like, I can tell where to draw my things at. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. That's what I like want people to get to where they can just go to a chart, look at a chart, be like, all right, these are the zones that I'm looking at, and then from there, if you at least can get to that point, like that's an awesome start point. Then
Hmm.
you can start lowering down your probability of if it's going to go or figure out which way it's going to go. But at least if you can get an understanding of like the structure of everything, is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also, do yourself a favor, and if you're looking at a graph of a coin, look to the left. Look what it did in the past. So let's say it's midway through a crazy pump, and you're thinking, "Yeah, this is going to keep going." And you look in the past, and it's done a bunch of these pumps, but then the retraces were just as ugly. Odds are, I mean, you should be setting some stop losses, take profits, all that stuff. So the past will often give you an indication on what's to come. Not always, but like Raven, for example, it basically did the same thing twice. Doge, all these cyclical coins that pump every so often just repeat what they did priorly. So zoom out. and look
Yeah,
at a
like
lot of charts.
it's really good to like, especially at this point, to look at those weekly support lines, those weekly resistances, and just to draw them out because once you have them already drawn out and they're ready to go, then when you're actually looking at those trades in a lower time frame, you already have things that are pre-drawn and you're like, oh look, this is my main support line, this is my main resistance line. I know that if price action starts
Mhm.
getting to these points, it's the chances of it just
Money time.
yeah, money, yeah, basically money time. So it's basically you're going to be able to figure out what you want to do, whether it's you think it's going to break out or it's going to do that. I mean, it's very unlikely that it's going to go have a green candle just break through one of those parts unless the market conditions are really bad or really really good. At that point, if you do miss it, you just look for a retest. But yeah, that's basically money time is those
Mhm.
main weekly supports and resistances. Like at a weekly support, you'll want to be looking at candle structure and seeing, is it bouncing off? Does it look like it's going good? Did it bounce off? Weekly resistances, you'll want to see, how is it reacting up here? Does it look like it's possibly going to be breaking through this weekly resistance? Is it going to fake us out? Like you got to ask yourself these kind of things when you get to there. And if it doesn't work out for you and you don't feel comfortable, wait. Like, how you guys know how many coins that are on here, how many coins every single day have been going up. You don't have to lose money just trying to catch everything. There's plenty of trades you can do. We're not going anywhere.
Mhm. Yeah, shout out to Leroy Jenkins. Leroy. Uh,
And Doomer
Mr.
keeps
Sharik
saying
wanted. Mhm.
Bitbean. Doomer's been in here for quite some time. I'm just gonna check Bitbean because
Yo, what up? Yeah, 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 go for it. We'll check the daily close on BTC after.
wait, where's Bitbean? Oh,
I
Bean
don't
Cash.
know the
Bean
ticker.
Cash is what they did, sir. Sir, it's not even Bitbean anymore.
Bean
Get with the
Cash.
program.
Mhm.
I forgot they rebranded.
Mhm. Maybe they made some rebranding money.
Oh, it's a Moko
Wow.
special. Yeah.
Mhm. This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, it's slow. So I'd expect it to dip a little bit more, but yeah, I'd be more curious once it gets into this zone right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once it gets into
Beautiful.
here, that's when I'd want to start buying. Right now, I still would think it's gonna go down. But once it gets over here, you have like a nice decent zone to get into. You can even make a split breaker in half. Basically, the way I did this was, here's the breakout point over here. Here's the bottom point of these candles. There's your buy zone. It's very simple, very easy. You can set
Mhm.
alerts, see how it goes. You'll be able to tell right away if it's going to be able to, if it's going to be breaking the zone. You can set your stops. I mean, this is already down to nothing. I don't even know if Mr. Bean's still active, but whatever's going on, that's where my zone would be.
Doomer says it looks good on small time frames.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's a volume candle back in May. Hang on. Daily price action's up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of trading coins that don't have this type of volume. I mean, you could, I'm sure you could get something out of it, like even over here.
Ace is a whale.
I just don't like doing it. I mean, Cryptopia was my place to do it, and it's gone.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is pretty nice.
Put
Like
five.
breakout point, it's over. Let's see.
Yeah, like put 20 bucks into being cash, and you move the market 10%.
Market
How
maker.
thin are the books? You think?
I mean, if these are 4-hour candles looking like this, I just can't imagine like what other things look like. It probably doesn't even move like for days. Like imagine like you're just trading like, I'm the market
I go
maker.
insane.
Yeah, you know,
Hey.
there's some sort of fucking bot running on there or something. But yeah, volume has been increasing. But yeah, just not my tasty taste of trades.
Yeah. I'd rather be where people are.
Can you all do the BB Let me just tell you about Litecoin, okay? I've been observing this thing for quite some time. I don't really need to do too much, but I will. But it's to the point right now where it's headed for some sort of high. I don't know how much people are expecting in the next 60 days as terms of like the halving goes. Um, I'm still aiming for a target around 150 still. It doesn't seem impossible. Still seems reasonable. We could push the target up a little bit more and try to go for a little 200 type thing, but that's like anything close to 200 or at 200 is basically I'd have to watch the market and figure out how that goes before I make some sort of decision. But yeah, like I have things
Damn,
drawn, and
that's nice.
like I have a yeah, even like a little R&R. Yeah, this looks beautiful. Like oh man, I can't complain about this at all. Like it's support tested here. It held up my green box here. It held up the support here. Even when it dipped, it held up that support here and bounced off. 20 SMA is still cutting up. Basically back to the same point. I mean, you have this drawn over here as support that it just broke out into. So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt the retrace, but I also don't doubt 120 breaking out again.
Yeah.
Um, Let me just zoom out a little bit more. Let me just hide everything and do it plain. 1 week. Yeah, 1 week is basically how it's trading. I mean, here is a little. This is one of my reasons I'm worried here, is because we're reaching such a critical point over here with the Ichi clouds. I mean, we have yet. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions because this could change, but I really want to see things start moving soon, or I'm personally going to be exiting some of my position. Like it's really hard for me to see 150 breaking because 150 breaking means we're inside the clouds. B bands over here have been running up for quite some times up here. Uh, I mean, it's not exactly overextended. I mean, it got overextended over here, and you saw what happened when it got overextended. Came right back down, but now we're riding back up. Beautiful weekly right now. So I'm really curious to see how it closed. But yeah, I mean, I think we still have a little bit of a gap. You're saying we have 2 months left of this halving, so that puts us like right there. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just too convenient that it puts us over here. And then if it does dip after that, makes complete sense for the dip to happen and land around like 80, 85, and maybe
Hmm.
start mooning after that. But I just don't see that thing going 140, 150 is a really big, important, crucial zone for Litecoin going.
Yeah, like if it gets to 140, 150 in a wick, I
Not
would be comfortable shorting. If it were to ladder up like a staircase, I'd be afraid. Um, Basically, people are, the trend is up and people are put their money in originally because of the halving. So it's all propped up on something that technically will happen. So it's bound to retrace, and that area looks like a clear short if I once we got there.
and
Um,
people are playing like this having like it's some sort of certainty. I never fucking trade with certainty, like that there's something gonna 100% happen. If anything, I trade that things never gonna work out my way, and that's how I play my trades. I
mhm.
never ever think in certainties, just because anything could happen in this, especially in this market. Like I would never think that way. I mean, maybe the halving could be beneficial. I just don't want to have too many hopes of the halving because I've seen what happens when things fork, split, halve, and things like that. It's basically buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy it beforehand, dump it. I mean, price action makes a great excuse for that right here. Like, this is the rumor buying. This cloud resistance right here is basically sell the news, and it's going to dump. Like, I guarantee it's going to fucking dump. But once again, that's certainty talking. I'm just going off previous experience. I just don't think it's going to go, but we'll see. It's just a matter of watching and waiting. I mean, you guys could just need to manage your risk if you're getting in lower. I mean, my risk level and my risk tolerance to this is so low. I got in over here on this 20 SMA test over here, and I talked about it. I was like, yo, I'm in. I'm so fucking in. So I have
Yeah,
a huge risk gap over here where I don't have to worry versus the average Joe who's getting in at $100 right over here at this red line, which has to
it's like
worry if it's
fuck.
going to retrace. Yeah, like if you're getting in at the halving over here and you just got in because it's going good, halving is going to come around. And if it does not pump on that halving date because the halving is so good, it's going to get back down to your entry. I guarantee it. Like, it's been moving like exactly how I've expected, like 10-15% moves up and down. Halving's going to come. You're going to either see a 40% move one way or the other, and I'm going to go it down.
Can you pull the fib of this entire range, like the retrace
I
from the
can.
top?
I don't know how to draw fibs.
Yeah,
I don't really use.
I'll tell you, it's cool. So
Hold on.
yeah, I think it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so take it from the candle close, not the wick, but the close. Yeah,
Okay.
and then drag it to the lowest close.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
Hold on. Let me turn
cool.
off.
So tip it. So yeah, so that cloud kind of lines up with, not really.
Let me hold on. Let me turn that on back.
Yeah, just for kicks. I want to
I
see if
mean,
there's any type of
yeah.
confluence.
Like, what's this 0.38? Is that like an important level?
It is, yeah. So the 0.5 is the midway of the range. 0.32 and 0.618 are typical areas of interaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, people are expecting so much. Like, even off fibs, like to break 200, that means you're gonna break the 0.168. You're gonna break the 0.15. That's why I'm just like so nervous about it.
But
Even attempting to break the 0.38.
yeah, yeah. But we can also look in the past and see, like in a prior cycle, how
Sure.
this leg up fared in terms of how far it retraced, because the 0.618 could be considered an area on in some trends
Just trying
before
to
downside.
find the
Yeah,
exchange.
on the
Had it the
fuck.
longest. So
Okay, there you go.
yeah. All right. Even though I am not a historical
Yeah,
person,
that
I
doesn't.
hate doing this,
Yeah,
but I will.
yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't tell us anything. But the 0.236. I mean, you could just say, oh, but you just drew that and that happened. But yeah, it's not acting at all, because fundamentally in 2015, Litecoin was so different than it is now.
I can find a newer zone just to look at it.
Yeah, that'd be damn.
There isn't a newer zone. It's just basically that.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, there's not much to.
But if I was gonna go off a previous zone, which you guys
Here,
clearly,
here. Oh, okay, here. Yeah, like in right
I know what
after
you mean.
that area.
Hang
Yeah,
on,
you see, we're talking about the same thing.
hang on. Yeah, but that the price of it was so dirt low.
Hmm. I think that's the 0.5 that it tested. Yes, if you do it by candle close, it is a point. Oh, damn, that's a big ass candle. Is that a?
Yeah, once that 0.5 broke,
It's so
it
volatile.
had a wick that looked like it had a wick that looked like a rejection was gonna happen, but then it continued and popped up, broke out the support test here, support test here, and then just went moon. um,
If we
yeah,
pull,
look at
if can we
this.
go up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
look
what I
at this.
wanted to.
These are weekly candles.
Wow.
Insane.
Boom. So yeah, so you see that those 3 weeks of downtrend in the middle in September
Mhm.
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, those 3 weeks. Yeah, you want to draw a fib from top to bottom, and I want to see how that correction, how that the leg after did in terms of retracements. I'm curious.
Am I doing it off the wick
So
over here?
let's do off the close, so a bit higher. Yeah, higher. Yeah, around there. Yes, that's the 618. Like it closed just beneath the 618, so it's within reason. Like And at that point, we were already in an uptrend. Yeah, I don't know. It's like as much as I'm saying this, it doesn't mean anything. It's such a volatile product.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sticking to my guesses on this
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, 100%. I'm just saying that it's possible. It's not crazy,
Yeah, and Ichi's
but
still bullish too.
200 is, yeah, 200 is getting greedy with it. Yeah. So how's the daily close on BTC? Good thing you power napped.
You hear me yawning.
Yeah.
um, Not really where I'd like it to be. I mean, I was hoping it'd be over, so I'm gonna go with it's gonna dump within the next hour. Though, I mean, Guppy's
Mhm.
still bullish.
Yeah. That's on the daily. What about the 4 hour? Actually, what's the lowest time frame you look at it with?
15.
Wow, crazy. I forget you have no boundaries. Lord
I
goodness.
mean, 1 hour is not like crazy bad. It's getting to the point where
Yeah, it's trying to cross.
it's trying to get over. I'm gonna go with it's not gonna happen, but
Yeah, I took my money off of Binance yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, call me skeptic, but when you get a like when you get a disk failure, I
Hey, at
mean, at
least
least from what
I
I
mean I
hear,
don't personally care.
you don't need to
Um,
turn your exchange down.
I mean, I personally don't care. They have great response time. They have a great exchange. It's not like fucking Bittrex. It's not like anything else to where
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, you can't
any of
even
the other.
compare. Like none of the
Yeah,
other exchanges have the customer service levels that Binance does. So I mean, it was just I was just joining in on the trolls and the lulls yesterday. So I was like, oh, Binance is down. I'm like, community's gonna freak the fuck out. So as expected, everybody freaked out. But yeah, I mean, you can get the service that you got over at Cryptopia, and let's see how you guys react then. Then you guys will really be upset. But you guys better be lucky that this exchange is actually nice and CZ responds and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it was no big
yeah,
deal to me. I don't care if they whatever they worded it out to be as PR. Like I saw people getting on there like explaining what a disk drive failure really means. Like who gives a fuck what you're saying? Nobody cares. Like it's back up, it's running,
yeah,
everything's good now. Like get the fuck over it. Unless you
yeah,
work for Binance, like continue trading,
yeah,
please, or continue doing the thing. Bittrex way better. Not
yeah,
fuck Bittrex, man. They're delisting everything. Like, I don't even understand why they even kept running if they're just going to delisting things.
yeah.
Fuck.
What worried people? Yeah, that's true. What worried people though is there was like 61,000 Bitcoin that got moved in Binance after they had closed their thing. So people thought maybe they're getting hacked or something like that, which is why they had to
Yeah, I
forcefully
mean,
shut it down last minute. Because
the
usually
thing
they
is,
always give a warning ahead of time.
the thing is like people say they've been hacked or stuff like that on Binance, but the
Mm.
thing is like, you know how big the community is on there. Somebody's gonna definitely post something
Yeah,
if they got
of
hacked.
course.
It's not gonna go unnoticed. Like
No.
somebody will be able to say, yeah, somebody will be like, hey, I lost this much Bitcoin. Like unless that person really doesn't do social media, and at that point, I'm gonna assume they're willing to take that loss. But DCR delisted on Polo. Yeah, DCR, man, that's not even a bad project. But let's check that one.
That's not where the money is.
Yeah, Polo, like disgusting exchange. Like look,
Uh,
anything, just dead. I mean, you can call this consolidation, but consolidation for lower, like, I mean,
damn.
yeah, some of
Fuck.
these coins, man, like they really do not look good. Like, I mean, just by looking at things, trying to catch a recovery pump on these coins is going to be annoying as fuck. You're going to see a lot of this happen, in my opinion. because you have so many bag holders. I mean, you guys can go right on CoinMarketCap and look up who has what percentage of the holdings are bag holders. Like, let's just do something fun for now. Let's do CoinMarketCap and do DCR.
Ooh, I like your style.
What the fuck is
Dude, I love all
CoinMarketCap?
the Pepes.
Yeah, Pepe's life changing. Who cares about Bittrex coins? I care about Bittrex coins because that was the first exchange I've ever used, and they actually were better than Binance for me. I like their coins. I like their exchange. I had zero issues with them. It's just people kept pushing this I want regulations theory, and that is what happens when you get regulations and you get an exchange that wants to play by the US books. Hence why they did international, which they don't have to play by the US books. But US books, it's going to be quite some time. But I will guarantee you this: when Bittrex does come back, it's going to be on US regulation season. That basically
Oh
means
yeah.
when they start listing new coins that they have approved, when they're done all this nonsense, that's when you're going to want to go back on Bittrex and start trading on there because anything that's new is going to be your thing. I guarantee they're going to do an IEO too. It's just a matter of time. It's just they have to take their legal framework seriously more than anybody else because they sound like they really want to be the leading exchange in the USA. But yeah, let's
Mm-hmm.
TR.
Yeah, I'm fucking tweeting some fire about us. Finance, coins, altcoins.
Hang on. I was looking at the Explorer. While this opens up, let me just take a peek at my boys over at BitMEX. Where are my boys sitting? So we got some people suppressing the top up here at 82, 81, and 8,000. Lower just seems pretty fucking dead right now. Not much really going on lower. So
It's a
let's
ghost
see.
town.
Sounds like they want to push this 8,000 level and try to fill some shorts. Um, so who knows? Let's see. But DCR, I'm opening up the Explorer if it opens up, which looks like that was a no-go.
Looks like that's a no bueno. It doesn't look bad on the.
Uh,
It says USD.
Where's my thing lagging? It's like, and another thing that I
Portfolio.
used to regret is CoinMarketCap used to list like the biggest scams on the top on their like announcement thing,
Or
and
like fucking BitConnect.
yeah, BitConnect and just like other ones, but they've also had like
Bunny
decent projects.
token.
Now they're a little extreme, but they did have things like Mana on there and things like that, and I was just like, damn,
I remember that.
wow, this
It's good
is a
advertisement.
um yeah, this is different than I've seen any other one. Hold on. Yeah, this was not a good example. I do not fuck with this one. Let's find a different one. That was a bad example. Normally the
Shit.
explorers are a lot more easier to explore top holders, is what I'm looking. Why did I just click?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, like top 100 or whatever. Just go on etherscan.io.
Yeah, like we can do Monero. I wonder if there's Monero holders. I'm
Are you
sure there
supposed to
are.
be able to track the 100?
I guess maybe not that one. IOTA. Yeah.
Yeah, and looking at the top 100 is a nice way to see what the whales are doing. So what I mean, if you're tracking the top, let's say 10 or 20, some of them will be exchange wallets, some of them will be team funds, advisor funds, but some of them will be whales accumulating and distributing. So if you track what they're doing over time, you can kind of know when to start getting in or layering out, not only by a chart, but also just by how the coins are flowing. and what
Okay.
whales are doing with their money.
I'm having very bad luck finding a good example. I'm gonna give one that works. ZRX I know works because I'm up there.
My man, I'm proud of you.
There,
You're
yeah,
up there.
yeah, bag holder. Yeah, Ether scan. I should have just went on there at first. All right,
So good in the hood.
holders. Yeah, so like this is just like something interesting. I mean, it's not that bad over here. ZRX has the dev pool, the multi sig, team vesting, Binance. You have Ace over here holding 3% of his coins. Um,
Damn.
because he's a fucking retarded and didn't sell it all. But let's not talk about that. But yeah, I mean
Just
this isn't too
saw
bad.
Duel over spoiled it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they'll
Damn.
come back. I just need $1 or something. All right.
Just dump half your bag and get some cheap bids beneath.
View all transactions.
Sorry, I mean don't market manipulate. That is not nice.
You got a Bitcoin or two in like our next scam.
Yeah, every
Like,
scam.
I don't scam. Let's see what this guy bought with two
Nah, nah.
ether. What did he do? Wait, let's find a bigger ether transaction. Da-na-na-na. I don't even know what I'm.
Nah, nah, nah.
Nobody's buying anything else either. What's another token? Name a token.
Put F put FTM.
FTM. Phantom.
Phantom,
Yeah,
phantom, phantom.
let's check the hodlers here.
You might find me somewhere in there too.
Yeah, KuCoin seems to have a lot of their shit on there. They got some
Yeah, they do.
5%. I mean, this isn't too bad. Like I've seen some where it's like somebody's holding 25%,
Yeah,
15%.
fucking the team.
And then you have this. I can talk about this now. All right, so get this shit. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. Let me just make sure I have the right one open. Okay, so then you have schemes like this. These are basically the ones that run proof of stake things that aren't the most like legitimate proof of stake things. So this is drop. Okay. I used to stake this one. I still do stake this one, but basically the top holders, like this 10% over here, that is actually Dropple themselves. They're collecting their own rewards off their own stake and then distributing the rewards to the other wallets. So
Shit.
yeah, shit is
It's a
exactly right.
Ponzi.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a Ponzi, but the proof of stake,
It's a Ponzi.
the proof of stake rewards are great. Like, like
It's a
all
Ponzi
these, I'm
until when
pretty
money
sure.
stops coming in, it all collapses.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But they make their own
You're
reward.
orchestrating part of the scheme. How could you? I
Eh,
thought you were my friend.
But
Just
yeah,
kidding.
this is just one of them. Like,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet you're the fucking 10%. Like, fuck it.
yeah, I mean, I said fuck it with that one. I mean, I staked that one through the whole bear market. I have a shitload of fucking drop.
Yeah, if you
I'm
could
just
be in the 3%ers of ZRX easily, drop bill, you could be anywhere in there. Uh, hmm. Indica or sativa?
indica. When I went to Colorado a couple years ago,
Hmm.
um, the lady was like, I mean, I don't know why I did this. I like doing these stupid things that make no sense. But she was like, I went to some like off the hill shop to get something recreational from there, and it was really expensive. But I was like, maybe because it's expensive, it'll be better. And like, so I was like, yo, how much for an eighth? She's like $80. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Shit.
I wouldn't even beat people for that much.
Uh,
Um, but so I was like, you know what? My buddy's like, nah, man, let's not fucking do this. Let's go to the other place. I'm like, nah, man, maybe it's good. It looked fire. I mean, it looked really good, but so we got it,
just,
and
oh
she's
shit.
like, yeah, you want to use this for whenever you go snowmobiling the next day. She's like, it'll keep you energized. I'm like, oh yeah. Got back to the place. I'm like, yeah, I can't fucking wait till tomorrow. We're doing this right now while we're
Mhm,
chilling. So I rolled this shit up and everything. Now this was pure sativa.
mhm.
So I smoke a joint of it, and man, dude, I had a fucking heart attack. It felt like I did cocaine and like all sorts of shit. I could not calm down.
No.
This shit was so fucking intense. It made
What
me
did
like
they put in it?
they didn't put anything in it. It just
Dude,
was one
no way.
that had like it could make me relax. I had to like go take. We had crumble too, so I had to go take like 7 dabs of crumble to calm down. I was like, oh man,
Mhm.
never again. Even
Yeah, sweet.
when I went snowmobiling, it was all right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got robbed, man. $80. Yeah, I got robbed completely. Like that was stupid. The other place I went to, they were giving out eights for like $30, $20, and it was like great weed. So this was
Hmm.
really
Bro, next time go to McDonald's, get a trio. It'll cost you $10 for a heart attack.
dumb.
At least you'll get something out of it.
Just eat it for 30 days.
Yeah.
No,
You
man.
ever,
So snowmobiling, man. J bags. It was actually not the best thing. That was the first time I've ever rode a snowmobile, and I didn't give myself enough time to get used to it. I was like, rode it for an hour. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm ready to become a pro fucking snowmobiler right now, right?
mhm.
So I'm going a little too fast, and there was a curve coming up, and I was going like 40 miles per hour, and I still didn't get a feel of my bike whenever I like go on turns that fast. So there was a
Mhm.
piece of ice that lifted up my left fender, so that my left ski wasn't touching anything, so I couldn't turn my wheel. Fucking ran right into a fucking tree right over the edge of a cliff, like hit the tree instead of missing the cliff. So I'm glad I hit the tree because I would have just went off the cliff and been dead. But yeah, it was
Jeez.
crazy because I landed in the snow. It was like up to my neck. I was like, yo, it's like the fucking movies. I can't get out.
Mhm. Hmm.
Yeah.
I went skiing at some point, and there was this fork. Like the two paths would connect, one from up the mountain and another one from the side of another mountain. So basically, two lanes would merge into one, and I'm going mad fast, and I'm not a good skier. I'm not great at braking, so I'm just fucking going. And there's this little kid. He was maybe 8 or 9. I'm like skiing towards him, trying to dodge him. We just collide full force. Our skis go flying, and the kid is knocked the fuck out.
Oh,
So I go up to him, and I see these two older, this couple. So I'm like, okay, it's probably his parents. They're skiing down. They're like, what happened to our son? And I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't know. I just found him here.
I feel them.
And I got my skis on. I got the fuck out of there. The kid was out. Poor thing. Uh,
Damn.
damn. Yeah, I haven't been skiing much since.
Back to the it scarred my life.
Yeah, it hurt. Probably hurt the kid more though. But
Yeah,
it's fun though.
I could do skateboarding. I tried to do snowboarding. I just didn't get too much of a chance to do it. I can go straight down and like crash, but I can't like stop or anything or turn.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I haven't tried that.
I
I've
love to
been.
ski though. I hear it's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You practice. Practice makes perfect, guys. Yeah, let's do theta. People have been dying for theta for the last.
If you guys understood that theta and theta fuel are like the same thing pretty much, you guys could have just traded both for double gains.
Are they the same?
I mean, isn't just that's what Tunji made it out to me like. It was like
Oh,
one's used for fuel for the other.
okay, yeah. So it's like gas to Neo in that sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So basically, artificially created money.
Yeah, so like here's the pump here. This is why I'm assuming theta fuel pumped. Looks like it's continuing. So now you're gonna want to see, since I'm expecting a dip on Bitcoin. Um,
A retest of that area would be nice. You can.
yeah, probably you'll see some sort of
Very
retest.
likely. Very likely. Maybe even a bit deeper.
Yeah, I'm about to go check the deeper part. Because the trend is your friend. Just kidding, it's not your fucking friend. Um, yeah, this isn't. This is that shit I don't like. Like, this is what I
Think
was talking.
darkness is what I lie. What are you talking about?
This is the shit that I don't like. It's when like you're following a trend line and then you break out over here, but it's not really a good breakout because you still see these rejection points over here.
Mhm.
So this, to me,
So
in my
lower
eyes,
high.
always means it's gonna come back down here,
Yeah,
and God knows what happens over there, whether it goes up or down, but almost never
agreed.
goes through.
According to plan. Can we pump it on the daily?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Volume's nice.
Yeah, daily I
There's
can
some
come up with
accumulation right there.
a little something else. Hang on.
Huh. Vel.
I mean, it's not the worst on the daily.
What's the minimum time frame that you'd look at the guppy and want to buy it on? Sorry, let me rephrase. On which time frame would you want the guppy to be green in order to look for buys?
Man, Guppy's a different thing. Like right here, whoa. So the daily doesn't really count because daily would be too hard to explain.
Delayed.
Not that it's Guppy goes orange right here, and whenever you see the Guppy get wide over here like this, you see a higher low over here, so you see the Guppy getting tight.
Hmm.
As the Guppy gets tight, that's how tight the price action is going to get, basically.
Interesting.
So that's a little different. But yeah, I'd check the 4 hour out. Like over here, you'd see like kind of like the same scenario as Ichi. You have this tons and tons of downtrend. You see over here where you have a attempt at a reversal. You see an attempt at a reversal over here, but then over here you see it, and this completely goes a different way than it did over here. You don't see that yellow bar that continues with a red bar. You see it go through and flip gray again. Once you see it flip gray again, and you see that support test on the flip gray, you should be able. The Guppy should be opening up greening. You should be seeing some moving averages opening up ahead of time, and you'll be basically entering over here is where I would be entering, or seeing if this ends up breaking down. Like this broke down over here, but the Guppy never changed. Yeah, it went green, but it was already in a higher high, three separate higher highs. So that just looks like a buy-in to me, and just selling on this uptrend over here. Like even over here, nothing's really changed on the Guppy. I mean, it's still good to go. Nothing
Hmm.
says exit. You have tons of support on the Guppy. You got the 20 SMA. You've got the bottom of the Guppy. You got the bottom of this support. So
So dips are for buying.
yeah, pretty much Guppy dips are for buying until something changes. You can go on lower time frames and see if you can get some sort of scalp strategy going with this one. Like for me, for like Guppy over here, um, so the blue guppy ones, they ended up widening out. Whenever they end up widening out like that, typically ends up means they're going to end up coming back together in some sort of reasonable way, like
Hmm.
they do over here. But over here, you also see guppy starts to close out, and it also closes out up here at resistance. You start seeing it go down over here, and then over here, it's already gray at this point, which means pretty much that it's probably going to end up correcting a little bit. So you could open up a short over here, keep the short open. Over here, you see the red starting to tighten back up and go green, go gray, close up the short, and then go long, and then same thing over here. These start loosening up, short, blah blah blah. You could do it a couple times. Like over here, it's still good to go again. So you just look for another retest and see how it goes, and wait until things start turning. So over here, it's not as bad. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It still looks like it's gonna pull back somewhat, but still looks continuation to me. I could turn on something else and turn this off and just do it with something else.
So many tools.
Yeah, I mean, even Ichi, like, I mean, Ichi has flips as well. Like, I mean, it's going red, green, red, green. I'd want to flip to a higher time frame to check out a better
Mhm.
cloud. Like, here we go. Like, clouds closing up. It's kind of a forced TK cross over here on the 4 hour because it's been going fucked up this whole time. So probably want to check the daily at this point. Yeah, Daly's in this like weird little pattern right over here. So
Mhm.
as long as it can break through, um, I'd assume like a next wick, you'll probably see one around like 18 again. just like it did over here, reject on the Kijin. So we're seeing a lot of setups like this, man. This is like really, really worrying me. Like on the Ichi part, like we dipped with the gap over here, which is expected, but now is where it really starts getting interesting is when you start reaching this cloud support over here.
Hmm. Leora wants to know how much for an hour to talk to you, Ace.
I don't know, man. You
I,
could find me in
I
Discord or somewhere. I'm sure you could
I
find
hear 100 an hour is the going rate.
me.
I'm just playing.
I'm a little cheaper than Maxi. I'm plenty happy with like 60 an hour, but yeah, I don't know, man. You could probably find me in Discord or something, or I could probably just help you out.
My man. Ace is the better man.
We're trying to work on something to where I actually be part of the community. I'm kind of just
Hmm.
I'm to the point where like I learned how to trade, so then I lost all desire to become an influencer, but then lately doing streams with everybody and everybody joining in seems like I'm actually helping more people than I am just doing jokes on crypto Twitter. So I don't mind. I don't mind helping people out again and sharing what I know because it seems like to be helping people. So let's do it. But
Awesome.
I also know that my biggest thing is it's time. I mean, I work a job. I have other things to do. So I mean, eventually at some point I'm gonna ask for money for my time. I don't
Mhm.
care. I mean, you don't really have to pay me, but we'll see.
Talking to me or our listeners?
The list, just generally.
I'll pay you, Ace.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Nah, you're okay, Bagsy.
I don't pay you
You're
enough.
you're a good man.
Oh man. Man, we go way back and we only started working together now.
Yeah, you're an OG. You were hard working from the beginning.
Dude, you're an OG. You were there when I got there. You're a OOG. But thank you.
I still
Yeah,
don't think I'm that good. There's still things I lack, but to get the understanding of everything, um, I mean, you can visually understand things like no problem with this stuff. I mean, half of it is just horizontals and triangles, but to actually grasp it, um, you actually have to be watching it and like either or watching it like to where you actually think you're trading it or actually live trading it. So, I mean, I would say like it took me 3 4 months to get an understanding of things, and then a couple more months to actually trade and understand what the trading was, and then about a year to like be like, all right, so I know what my thing is, what I want to do, and what I'm comfortable with. Um,
Mhm.
and now it's pretty much to the point I want to like do things to where I don't want losses. I just want to keep doing trades that are successful trades. They don't have to be crazy numbers. I just want to have a track record of figuring out what works best for me. So, I mean, it really just depends on how much time and effort you have to put into it. So if you have a job in life, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but
Yeah.
I think anybody can do it. I mean, as long as you're not a fucking idiot and you can understand something, some sort of basic concept of things, I think you're good to go.
Hmm.
Just keep trying and don't give up on it. I definitely suggest trading with a small amount. That's the biggest mistake I did. I played with way too big of fucking digits in the beginning, and that's what hurt me. But if I would have just kept it small and just kept adding once I learned in, yeah, man, I did the 100% all in method. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea, but learned my lesson the hard way, and I'm not glad I learned it that way. But it is what it is.
You're better for it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're fucking pioneers.
yeah.
You know what I mean? In that sense, not many people do this shit.
It was not like it was nice to like
Forex and all
talk to,
that.
yeah, it was nice to talk to one of my buddies because he was like wanted to get in fresh into this stuff, and he was like asking me like, "Hey man, what do I do?" And like there was somebody else in there explaining stuff to him as well, which was no big deal. It was cool. It's just I've been in this for so long. It's so easy for me to gauge somebody and like how much they
Yeah,
know.
their bullshit meter. Yeah.
Not even bullshit meters, just like how quickly they'll be able to understand a concept if they can't understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant the okay, never mind. Yeah, 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 gotcha.
Oh, bullshit meter is easy. That's not a problem. I can just ask them like a couple questions and be like, "Yo, how do you trade?" And if
Mm.
I can tell, like in seconds, like in the architects, like we used to have people come into Discord trying to talk about trade and like Zal and them, they would just flame them up. I'd be like, "What? You can't answer of any of their questions. You can't trade." Hold on one second. Just gotta turn this air conditioner off.
Mm. High life.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of the bigger accounts don't even necessarily trade. Um,
Yeah, I know a couple of
but
the guys on there. They literally say that they do not trade like that. They don't. They have changed everything. Like they used to do that when I first started. They used to trade aggressively and like put that shit out there all the time, but they figured out what works for them and how they make their money, and that's basically all that matters is what makes you money, what works with your time, what works with your schedule, and you can figure out each type of trade has a time level to it, like what how much time you're going to be able to put into it. Like those BitMEX trades, like those BitMEX trades require a lot of time depending on how your trade is going and how you're placed on it. Most people who newly start on it, they end up hitting that leverage button, and their trade ends up being something that you have to watch. I mean, these newer people, these OG people that you guys see that don't really post stuff often, they're doing like cross leverage on like low risk. They keep adding slowly, and some of them just end up keeping their position open for the longest fucking time. But it's patience. Just,
mhm.
I mean, I don't know if OGs are comfy. It's just I'm comfy in knowledge, but I'm not comfy in capital. I was in,
That's a good thing.
yeah. Like yeah, those people. I mean, those people who are really comfortable are the ones that got their Bitcoin like sub $500 Bitcoin. That's a whole different story. But I wasn't in that early. I wish I was. I
Yeah,
saw
right.
it that early, but I was just retarded.
We're all a little retarded.
Yeah, like theta here is like a hour after daily almost. Like I'm assuming Bitcoin's doing something. Yeah. Look, I said this earlier. I'm like, yo, daily just closed. It's gonna be an hour. Fuck, man. I was like, I was gonna tell you. I'm like, we just short this. uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin so we can do like a real
a
trade.
real thing.
But if
Cool.
then again, if Bybit sponsors me, because they've already sponsored you.
Yeah, then we'll move.
Oh, yeah, I'll just do another one. Be like, all right,
Yeah,
we got another account, but this one could be more legitimate.
yeah, it's cool with me. You have till the end of the month. I think competition's up June 30th. And
Yeah,
yeah, if you guys want to try Bybit, ref link is in the description.
once this
Help me not go bankrupt.
once this 7870 breaks, that should set some set
Signal
set some state
pain,
pain. Yeah.
pain. I could definitely see a retest of that 76, 10, 20 area.
Yeah, let's check some of my babies. My
Yeah,
baby.
let's do that.
Uh,
My baby.
see, the downside of Mana is A, they suck at marketing. B, they have something going. It just sounds like it's centralized, but yeah, look at this right here. Like this is a strong cut of the 4 hour TK for 20 SMA, cutting through both right at the TK cross, and the price action over here, and the price action on the candle itself is up over here. This looks really good. Like I'd want to enter and FOMO and make some bids around like 850 to 1,000 sats. Like, but
Mhm.
let me just check the daily. Like even the daily looks like it's gonna be like you saw it. Like all those coins going up to like this point on the Ichi. Like sounds good.
Easy.
Little slow on this one. Sure, I can draw some sort of triangle somewhere.
Maybe just a test of the Kijin next.
All right, I probably wouldn't want to draw a triangle on this one, but so, yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing.
Well,
Like,
we
even
can't
draw
draw it like that though, because that was a prior trend. You want to draw it on the closer. the midway. Yeah, like yeah, that one.
Yeah, but who says you can't do it this way? I mean, technically,
Um,
it still technically meets up.
okay.
Cause like, I mean, it's such a torn thing. Cause like some people use the candle wicks, some use the bases. Um, I kind of just say fuck it. I'm gonna use whatever fits my bias. But they're still
Yeah.
like here. I mean, it still works out on like a TA sense. Like, look, see, I drew the candle the way I
Yeah,
want.
absolutely.
You see the
Yeah,
breakout, you see the 20 SMA test, and now you see the
very true. Yeah.
resistance. So I'd bet on this. I'm still thinking
Yeah.
Mana pushes it this week.
Because like the downtrend's still respected, but if you were to draw the pennant or the bearish pennant, the pennant would have to be within the trend. So the points that you're using have to be from after the drop and not before. That's what I meant. But the trend line lined up really well too. So
Here's a
yeah,
little bit of worry. I'm curious if it would end up closing over here and just support testing around 7 one more time. But yeah, I'm gonna bet Mana starts getting talked about on Twitter very soon. Somebody
I
said
wonder if they have any FA coming up. You want to check?
short. They probably don't. Those older coins, they stopped doing
Mana's not.
those.
I mean, Mana had some good mark. No, at some point they had some stuff going on with Binance.
That's a no
Yeah,
go.
you're right.
Yeah, Mana just. I mean, I can go the extra mile. Give me a minute.
Yeah, the the Bitcoin talk threads and all that shit.
Yeah, I was
Reddit.
just gonna go directly on their website and see what they have.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I'm sure they have a blog. T Fuel Bagsy. Ah, you want a Bagsy exclusive? I got you. I got you, Jackson.
Jackson wants your TA. Um,
Son, Miss Jackson. I can't go that high pitch.
Decentraland. I mean, see, this is
I
like
bet
one of
their website's laggy.
those projects that like this is an investment. This isn't a hey, I'm gonna try to make money in this like a year or two. This is like, hey, as long as this company stays alive for the next 5 to 10 years and there keeps being development on VR world and stuff, like this will be cool.
Yeah,
Like, look, this page has changed from last I saw it. Oh, that's so cool.
interesting. Nice Bagsy. You do crypto. I do crypto, Mike. In case it wasn't obvious enough. It's
Why are you so mean,
an
Bagsy? Why are
interesting.
you so mean?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
These
the
coins,
indica making me do it. I'm sorry.
yeah, these coins are to the point where damn, this news doesn't really like you'll see the news when there's news. Like,
Inspire growth.
yeah. All right,
All right, I'm gonna do some T fuel shit.
go for it and get high.
See, this is what I actually before I do T fuel. This is what I'm seeing on Ripple. Unfortunately, it seems to have broken the trend line. However,
Break your trend line.
BPVR, it's at the POC right now. So technically, it's still above that area, which is all right. And there was a former SNR area here. So like for me, as long as Ripple were to stay above 5084 on Binance and not close beneath, I think it's still good because the volume's very inspiring. Let's put on the 3-day. Like this is chill. I like this,
Yeah, I'm gonna run my dog out real
especially.
quick. All right.
Yeah, sure, cool. Catch you in a bit. So when I look at the daily, like now the daily is in the green. That's nice. All right, let's check T Fuel before I get side railed. Just trying to convince myself that my investments are good. Typical Bagsy. Okay, this is very interesting actually. And I pointed this out, I think, the other day, 2 days ago, something. So earlier I made a post on Twitter about T Fuel. So If you use the VPVR again, that POC, that's the highest volume level, acted as resistance twice. Once here, rejected. And once again, here. On top of that, if we pull up the T3 CCI, there's a bearish divergence here. And I know that a lot of these words you might not understand. That's okay. If you go on my Discord, there's a bunch of free educational stuff. You could learn all this stuff. You can also ask me questions there, and I'll do my best to help. So if I were to look for a long on T-Fuel, I would not be buying at this level. I would prefer it break above and spend a bit of time above the POC. Because right now you're technically buying at resistance, and you don't want that. Now, if you're looking for support levels, I mean, this is a pretty clear one, 171. We never retested the lowest price at 154. So yeah, maybe this area, if it were to go crazy low, something like this. Limit orders over here. But yeah, so let's say I'm wrong and price were to break through the yellow POC, I would probably target R1. And if it's very bullish, then let's zoom out. If it's very bullish, then maybe something like this level. So you have this area over here. So yeah, if this breaks above, we're good to go. It's that mean Canadian blood. What's up, Eric Dobkin? Yeah, if you guys have any rec, all right, we'll look at rec Doomer, my dearest Doomer. I like your logo. It's cool. All right, you're getting greedy now, Doomer. Okay, let's check on. Okay, maybe Binance might be better. Right. Let me clear that out. All right. Good news. The good news is that you can clearly tell on the CCI that sell pressure is decreasing because you can see that the trend is weakening. Once it crosses green, that means the trend is now bullish. So some traders will wait for the CCI to cross that 0 point to green and then they'll long. Others will wait for the CCI to cross the negative 100. So if you look to the right, there are values here. So some will enter if price, crosses the negative 100. So for example, if you had wanted to do it here, you would have longed this area. And if you had held, you could have exited for, let's say, I don't know, 35% if you got lucky. So some traders will trade it like that. Others will not buy it if it's in the white period. They'll wait for green. That's a safer way, but you'll miss the beginning of the trend. So long story short, it looks good. Let me put on the daily. Yeah, there's some clear interest at these levels. The obvious target for me would be the POC at 623. That would be a clear resistance. If stuff got, if you want a take profit area, you could also use the 2018 low. And that's maybe for 25%, something like that, 30% profit. This one would be for 90% odd percent, something like that. You could also take some off at, let me zoom in. I'm really far out here. That's much better. So some would even take profit here. It all depends on your risk level, because you do have some resistances here. And seeing how this has been in a downtrend for so long, I mean, there are much better looking coins out there, but at the same time, if it were to bounce, it would make sense that it does so around here. So we'll have some faith. You're welcome, Mike. Let's check AST, Air Swap Token. Ah, I haven't looked at this coin in a while. So, trying to figure out what all these lines are right now. Sorry, 1 second. Can't remember the last time I looked at this chart. This. Okay. So right now, we are closing beneath the 2018 low. I do not like that, because we lost structure when we broke through here, tried to reclaim it. However, now we're closing back beneath. So if I were to look for a long, I'd really want to see price start trading back above this level, and preferably even above the POC, because let's say bulls make a run for it again, the POC is going to act as another resistance here. So if I were to look for a long, maybe I'd wait for a retrace to this level, maybe a couple sats higher, something like this. So you'd see price kind of, or maybe something like that, you know. But if stuff gets really bullish and you see this break and this break above, hopefully, you know, you could buy on one of these levels and you target R1 up here. But I definitely, I wouldn't be buying right now. Not yet. But that volume is encouraging. That was some very nice. You could see that there is some accumulation going on here. Very nice. Put on the weekly. I got to learn to zoom out a bit more. It's one of my faults. Okay. Wow. Wow. What a chart. What a project. Remember when they were going through ICO? They had a pretty smooth ICO from what I remember. There's a T3 CCI available for free subscription. No, sir. No, sir. You'd have to pay TradingView, I believe. But yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it suits me. You have to find what suits you. I just find it's visually easy to to follow visually, because you can see clearly when the trend is bearish or bullish. Bearish when it's white, bullish when it's green. You know, if you were to look at Bitcoin, let's say, let's pump it on. Now let's just forget all this noise in my chart, right? Let's just look at the T3 CCI. Let's zoom out a bit. So if you were the type of trader who would long when the trend goes from white to green and short when it goes from green to white, you would have longed, it's at $630, and you would have rode it until 987, so that's 50%. Then you would have relonged. But what some traders will do, if the trend crosses from green to white and it does not cross, let's say, the minus 10 or 15, then the minus 50, what am I talking about? If it doesn't cross the minus 50, then the trend isn't strong enough. So the bot or the trader would not close his long there. And he would keep going, keep going. He could have technically closed a long from 600 whatever dollars all the way to around 11K. And then he would short open until 10K. So he would have taken, let's say, 10%. But then again, the trend didn't cross past 50 on this end. So the bot would have never closed the short, and then it would have kept going, or the trader, depending on how you do it, and would have kept going. Here, the trend crossed again, but it wasn't strong enough. Shorted from 11 all the way through till now, which is the 3.7K area. So it would have longed from $600 to basically 20K. So if you use one indicator, one trend indicator, and you keep it simple, some people do it that way. What's up, Base?
Hey.
You know, it's crazy if I look at this on the weekly.
Oh, somebody.
But yeah,
Can you look up BRD for me?
bread.
It's like Litecoin's little baby bro. It's like the Ethereum
Stacking that
classic of
bread.
Litecoin.
Wix.
How was it?
That is dirty.
Did you keep up the chat? Seems like everybody's very satisfied.
What do you who do you think I am, bro? Who do you think this is? Yeah, we're good. We're good, man. I missed you though.
Oh, thanks, man.
I must say. Did you have a good walk?
I left one out there because she's crazy, but the other ones came in successfully.
Mm-hmm. All right, so bread. I'm just going to draw out the clear levels of support resistance.
Oh yeah, bread.
Yeah, so I like that it's closing above green. This is the 18 nearly low. So right now what we're seeing is that, let's crank it on the daily.
Yeah, crank that. Crank it.
Okay, so this is interesting. You'll see at this level there was a lot of selling going on. However, price hasn't really dipped that much. Like 168 on the CCI is a pretty fair amount. So I'm leaning to think that there are buyers at this level, and this level will hold. If shit were to hit the fan, you could probably snipe some. Probably snipe some bids here. If you're already in trade, you could probably target either that level or maybe. So I'm a peasant with these lines.
So sub
Like you
100
could put some calls
CCI
there.
is basically meaning it's dipping.
Okay, so basically sub 100 CCI is indicating that the trend is more likely to reverse from that point than not.
So
So it's a
would you
safer
be able to
entry.
say it's a dip? Is what's occurring? We could even push it to
Yes.
110 plus.
I just look at the 100 level, but right now it's at 87, which means it's already crossed. So technically a long could be reasonable from this level just by looking at the CCI. And like I would target probably 7.3. I put a TP there for like 25, 30%.
Yeah, because
Another
I
TP
could see
here.
this sucker coming out to be some good use for like knife catching.
The CCI
Yeah.
in what sense? Oh, I guess just to, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, knife catch I guess would be more horizontals, no?
I mean, it can, but like for example, like on the August one, that you're seeing on the 3 day over there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I mean that
yeah. That
CCI is
was a
like
clear.
over 100.
Look at
So
that. Yeah, there's a clear bullish divergence too. So price made a lower high, but the CCI made it clear higher low. And that's a significant difference. So I would have considered longing, and you can see there were a lot of buyers because there are a lot of wicks in
Sounds
in
like
the
the
upside.
green line is just basically accumulation, and this thing's gonna go up more.
Yeah,
Um,
like honestly, if
Sounds
you
like I'm
guys
waiting
want,
on Litecoin.
you know what? Here, let's zoom out. If you guys think this is going to go to the moon, I think a reasonable moon target.
Right there, perfect.
This is reasonable to me. Anywhere in this
Sounds good to
area,
me.
and let's see how much profit that would be for you. If you long from, let's see, 126% to 143. Not bad for a day's work.
Yeah,
Of
but
what
it's
I
not
could
gonna.
see
I don't
happen.
think it's gonna happen in a day, though. I think it'll be like a gradual rise.
I think what it's going to do actually is this. I think it's going to keep dipping.
Oh, let me grab another drink.
Sure. I think it's going to keep dipping, wick out some of the last people, and then just fucking rip. We'll see. We shall see. And I guess it's just you and me. Oh, Crypto Mike, thank you for the suggestion. You know what? I could use a mod. I could. Let us try. Thank you, Crypto Mike. My faith is in you. Let's see what else is in the market here. Let's look at Ethereum. I was looking at that one earlier. Yeah, not that one. Not on Kraken, that's for sure. I guess this one's good. This one could work. Oops. Sorry, one second. All right.
All right.
So yeah, like technically Ethereum is
Ethereum.
bullish
When 300 Bagsy, please.
soon. However, what I could see happening is one last shakeup before fucking Narnia or whatever. Because the trend is still. Let me go on shorter time frames. Yeah, like it's looking weak on the daily. Like you could clearly tell the CCI is losing strength. So I could definitely see this retracing. However, in a bigger picture, you can clearly see the trend has been gaining in strength ever since we started. So it's very reasonable to think that this could keep going, especially considering the. Let's see. Let's pull out the fibs. The good old fibs. Where the fuck is it? All
You
right.
get them fibs, boy.
Wow. Look at that.
Hang on, let me look.
If
Oh god.
we haven't even reached the 236 yet.
So
At
they're still moving.
$368. Damn, this was a major retracement for Ethereum. Sometimes I forget how drastic this was. 93%.
Gangland.
Yeah. Gangland. So yeah, I could see a retracement here. Perhaps even as deep as 190, maybe. It's not out of the question.
Let me tell you, Bagsy.
You want to tell me?
It's going to the moon.
I believe you. I wholeheartedly believe you. Yeah, so you see this wick down to like 190 on Mex. That shit could
Yeah.
easily happen again. Easily. Boop. And then just wreck everyone, and then that provides enough money for the upside. So yeah, if you're in your longs, be careful. If you're in your shorts, I think it has a decent shot. All right.
You wanna give me the power?
Yeah, ETH BTC looks great. One last thing I want to check ETH BTC. Then it's all yours. Okay, what was I thinking here? Okay. Right. So I don't like that we're closing beneath POC again. I'd much rather we be above this level. Sorry, we can ignore this. I like to be over this level too, which is another high volume node. Basically, high volume nodes are the highest volume areas. These are all LVNs, low volume nodes. On your typical VPR, these will be a different color than the big ones. However, aesthetically, I like my charts to be a certain way, so I don't care much. I just look at how big the bar is, and I know, okay, that's a low one. But typically, the VPVR will separate it for you. So let me put it on the. Yeah, so a lot of money bought this area. You can clearly see on the CCI that the bearish trend is weakening. Let's put it on the daily. It's positive on the daily, so technically, you know, it's not dead yet. I remember seeing a fractal for this where basically just consolidates here for a bit more and it just goes fucking boom.
That's what I want to happen. I'd love for it to go boom.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really could. Let me see, where was it from? I forget which post it was. Here, let me give you zip that. Here, the gavel is yours, sir.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go fuck yourself, everybody. Just kidding. All right. So, just going over some more requests that I saw on Twitter. Somebody had requested three of them. They seem to have requested FTC, DBC, Turtle, and DMME. Not bad ones. I like them, so I'll do them. First one is
Cool.
the 2015 low line, 2016 low line, 2017 low line. We're basically attacking the 2017 line, which looks like at this point, if market conditions stay good, this will end up breaching. I think this got delisted on Bittrex recently on the USA site. Don't know how that's going to affect, but I assume everything will just end up catching up. At this point, this one looks like it's really illiquid in general. I don't think this one trades much anywhere else. I don't know if the project's alive, but decent volume coming through. Give me just a second. Where did my lines just go? Did they just disappear?
I don't know.
Oh man, they're on the weekly. That's so weird. All right.
Sus.
Yeah, it's sus. First reasonable targets like around this 40-45 range. Unnecessary targets probably like 117. Moon Boy targets like 369. Don't think it's gonna hit that 369, let alone the 117. But I could see the 40%.
Tether coin?
Yeah,
Oh, it could. This coin is a sucker for volatility.
because like every time we hit a new low for each year, it's followed by a run up. Like for example, 2015 low followed by a run up, 2016 low followed by a run up, 17 low, 2018 we didn't really have a low yet. Yeah, we did. I lied. 2018 low and we sort of pumped.
Now, where's
Now
the
we're on
money now, do you think?
I mean, like I said, if we can get over like this range right over here, we could see this thing going. We could see a retrace probably down to like 3,000 again, or whatever this 30,000 sats is over here. I think it's 3,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that one. Um, let's check the other one. DMME. What the fuck is DMME? All right.
DMME.
All right, I couldn't find that one, but DBC I'll check. I have a bag. I'm still waiting for these numbers. Moonboy, 1,000%. I'm waiting. Hang on.
I remember that initial pump.
Yeah, I have a bag. I'm waiting. I've had a bag. I've been buying a bag, so I'm pretty hopeful. I'm not hopeful for all that.
I think you'll be waiting a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I'm be waiting quite a bit. So let's see how much over am I? I think my entries are like right around there. So I'm only like a little bit up, 10% up, but not bad. We're about to have some sort of crossover here. I don't know what that means, but let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, I mean it's in a buy zone right now, so I still suggest if you want to buy it, go buy it. It already broke the main point over here, so I don't really see this one stopping at this point, especially since KuCoin's being talked about. Something more reasonable of a target would be something like here for the first one. You can even go lower, like right here, but that should work. Then you can decide if you want more. Um, Turtle was the other one. TRTL. Turtle, turtle.
Yeah, we got some fans on Twitter. Thank you guys for
Ooh,
the kind words. You guys
turtle.
are awesome.
Oh, this
Tell. Yeah, we got to look at AGI and grin. They're saying
turtle
AGI looks so crazy.
turtle team exit with it a nice 352% exit pump. Whoa. Yeah.
What the?
Go with that turtle coin is gonna do this. I'll tell you exactly what turtle coin's gonna fucking do. I've seen this happen plenty of times. Whoa, man, shit! It just fucking crashed.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a slight chance that it can recover like here and then crash, but yeah, that just
That exit pump.
sounds like it's the end of turtle coin. Let's see if you can get some turtley day trades out of. There's a lot of daily volume on there though.
How's the OBV looking on this? Let's look at the OBV.
This is Coin Trader
Do
Pro,
you
so
have it?
I don't think it has it on Coin Trader Pro. This isn't Trading View. This is that other one.
Look, can we check RSI?
Yeah, I could do that.
Actually, check CMF, please.
CMF. Oh,
Yeah. No, that's on charts.
shut up. Chai can
Yeah, please.
what's going on here?
Yeah, there's a clear bullish divergence. Price is making lower lows, indicators making a higher low.
Yeah, that guy's
So I
still
definitely think we could see a pump here first. Yeah,
look at
the
all that.
Stoch has a clear. Look at that. That's
So
someone's
much volume.
buying over here.
They're like mine.
Whoa, whoa. This is on Trade Ogre, right?
I don't know where Turtle Coin is located, but
All right, I'll catch you later, Ace.
he's like, gotta go market buy.
Market buy.
Do you fuck with Capri Suns? Are you too old for them?
It's been like 5 years. I was thinking Sunny D actually.
Yellow
That shit
cap,
used to burn. Huh?
yellow cap or orange cap?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Damn.
I swear they both burned my throat. I couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
they used to give me like mad phlegm. I like the yellow cap more because that's like the California style, so it's smooth and not so tangy. It's not bad. I like it, but I don't really drink it often because mad like acid and shit from that. Doesn't work out. Um,
Yeah.
XNN,
Yeah.
XSN StakeNet is.
Steak net.
I've traded this bitch a couple times, but it looks like it just broke support, and
Yeah.
it's forming
I
before
would
you.
be buying right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's forming the good old. I've seen this pattern plenty of times. The foot in your ass pattern. It's building like a little foot triangle type thing.
Yeah.
So like
The
right,
clear bullish divergences on the Stotch and the
right,
CMF. And
breakout.
that's on the daily. Yeah, breakout, retest the former low,
Yeah, so probably you
and
probably
then rejection.
because I mean it's gonna be time for these illiquid coins to pump soon. So I would not be surprised with a 40% pump or 30% pump.
Easy, yeah.
Um, let's try some other ones. Oof, I have a bag of this next coin, but I don't believe they're gonna do anything for quite some time more. That's not it.
Maybe
I
in the
can
next couple months.
NXT.
Bagsy PPT.
I'll do BPT. Settle.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
Sorry, not telling you to settle. Oh man, that
Yeah, you gotta discipline the pups.
she's over here crying.
But
Look at this tap on the clouds. Like fuck. Like look at that. Look at that beautiful tap on the Ichi. Ichi doesn't work. Like
wow, that's gorgeous.
beautiful. Like look at this rejection up here in the clouds. Like this is this is when so uh my Discord ended up catching this pump up here. So like we got in like down here. They saw sold up here. They were like, yeah man, the best crypto's the best. And then some
Oh,
idiots bought up here. So
oh
they're
god. Then,
they've
like,
been
oh,
their,
wrecked.
their memories are well left up here.
Mm, that hurts.
Yeah. Let's
Financial ruin is never fun. Excuse me. How rude.
he's like I had hit my animal. Tomo.
Yo, so when I took my funds off of Binance, I ended up closing MFT and QKC, which both consecutively ended up dumping anyways. So it's a win-win kind of day.
Where are you gonna trade now if you're not gonna trade on Binance?
Um, Probably Huobi.
Hmm. Interesting.
Well, I'm already there, but you know my predicament.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I don't
Tomo's gonna
know.
probably not pump right away. It looks like it's trying, but once it breaks this low right over here, probably won't go good. I'd want to see how it holds up over here before I continue. Open it.
It's a lot of volume.
Yeah, what's with these red volume candles though? Let me zoom in. 12 hours. That's a lot of sell pressure. What the fuck?
However, its price is being absorbed.
Yeah. Let's see.
The market makers.
I
Oh,
wouldn't mind making a bid here, but I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna
I
dip.
yeah, if Bitcoin does something stupid, then
If not, it looks like it might be pumping a little bit right now. Maybe aim for a quick scalp. Scalp. Maybe a 0.9% scalp. 1% scalp. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's not a buy for me right this second. What else do we got on that list? Somebody said Libra. I'm just going all over the odd ones that I don't ever look at.
yeah,
Libra.
yeah. Let's educate ourselves.
Just want to get a grasp of what I can possibly buy. I do like Libra. My man, whoever told
Ooh, yo, wow!
Libra.
Look at that stotch.
Looks like it's
Look
gonna
at
do this.
that. It looks like it's about to rip.
Yeah, looks good.
You can see that initial buy fully retraced. Is it above the 20 SMA on the daily?
Um, we will find out in just a second.
Sweet. I can't wait. Ben's is killing me.
No, not yet.
No.
It's trying. Let me zoom in. Yeah, it's curving over here, so 12 hours should do it, but hang on. 4 hour.
That's
It's getting
nice.
really tight over
That looks
here.
great.
Yeah, this one looks good. Whoever said Libra coin. I'm gonna go ahead and like everybody's that I read. And the ones that I
Yeah.
saw we did. So just watch out for my likes. Beaksy, I would discuss Beaksy, but sorry, Cactus, there's not enough information. But if you DM me and bring any information, I'd love to talk about it. Some guy said Bitcoin over here, ratioing everybody else's comments. Good job.
Mhm.
Lux, we talked about Lux. Lit, I don't know if he's saying we're lit, but we'll look it up. Lit, what the fuck is lit? Litex, I'm guessing that's probably it.
All right.
So let's look up Litex.
I can't wait to see what we have.
Another good
Interest. Interesting. Well, it looks like it's at resistance right now.
one. Wow, where have I
Ah,
is that?
interesting.
Like these are the kind of poop I want to
It's
trade.
retest.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Thank
Yeah,
you.
not bad at all.
This Bitzeus. Nano we did. Somebody said
Yeah.
okay, so
AGI.
somebody said this is just for typical fun, and I'll do this for them. But I'm gonna look it up on here. It's called Bomb Token.
Okay.
Totally not with it. Yeah, what the fuck.
Wow.
Um, yeah, very good to scalp. It's very early. Missed the run up. Very badly missed the run up,
Guys,
but
please get out of this coin right now.
uh,
Look at the size of that bearish divergence. Dude, that is
so
get the fuck out of this coin. You're
yeah,
about to get dunked on.
yeah, so definitely. But it's an interesting thing. It's the world's first self-destructing currency.
When does it self-destruct tomorrow?
Like that breeze looks like he's gonna fucking kill
Bro, it
everybody.
looks like it's about to fucking
And
go.
look, they're tweeting over here. Parabolic 152 bomb has been destroyed. So they just destroy it and make it into
It was deflationary.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so that's good in a sense. It is good. But that chart isn't good.
Actually,
Get the fuck out of that coin.
delete.
Yo, if you didn't take any profit from the beginning,
Do it now. Now
do it now and send me a tip to my BTC jar, my profile. Thanks.
we did
Just
ION.
kidding. Don't do
I
that.
saw a couple people took CZ or Mexican CZ's photo and made it their default.
I saw. Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
The internet's hilarious.
Binance coin. Let's check it out. Somebody said that one. Um, I mean, Binance coin's basically meant for dip buying. So
Yeah.
allocate some sort of capital for strictly for dip buying for this one. I really don't see this thing retracing too much. They're just too good. So it's hard to give much sort of TA other than just keep buying dips. Did we do
Hmm.
waves?
I don't think we did, sir.
Alright,
Where do you
wave.
think this Sir thing came from for real?
Huh?
Where do you think this Sir thing came from?
Surfing?
Says Sir, like Sir.
Sir.
The
Um,
Sir thing.
um, I don't know how to put it,
Yeah.
but basically a certain type of people just kept saying sir target the people during the bull run and so that's where it turned out. It's a little bit
Must
more
have been
inappropriate for stream, so I'll tell you afterwards. But
so funny.
yeah, it definitely was fun.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that was a good one.
yeah. So
RSR,
this coin looks good.
yeah,
Yeah, someone's buying right here, so it's a good area to load up, I think.
Waves always pumps, so yeah, not bad. It's in a buy
Well, that's
zone.
waves,
So
even better. It kind of looks like
RS
Doge.
Dojis, yeah. Oh, next they added next for now, guys. It's not the look.
Damn,
RSR. Is this the hype right now?
interesting. It's not looking.
Can't
I
be having it
mean,
break
it probably.
if it wicks this
Sorry.
area.
Oh,
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say
okay.
if this wicks low, that's cool, but as long as it stays above, it should be fine. But I feel like
Yeah.
it already ran up, so I don't know. It's a
Hmm.
no go for me. And an Ichi rejection here and a 20 SMA rejection here as well. So really don't have too much hope for this one at the moment. What do you think?
Same page. Yeah, same page on that one. Another Huobi gem.
Tomo.
But on an FA basis, a lot of people like it because there's no more token releases till 2020 or some shit, and they have a bunch of things lined up later on in the year. So I know some people are looking to buy it. So it's not, Coinbase is invested in them. They have apparently some interesting figures. So could be an interesting project to look into.
QNT is running for whoever asked about QNT. Um,
Oh shit!
Once again,
Oh my god! What a devastating drop.
yeah, it looks like I missed the
Can we
run
put
from.
it on coin signals? Don't mind.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Can we put it on coin signals?
Please, sir.
Hold on. All right. Man, yeah, this is a no go for me in my trading.
Well, that's a head and shoulders, bruh.
I don't even know, but yeah, I mean, I feel like you could do
Probably
better
not. No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not.
forms.
Don't listen to me, guys. I would definitely be taking some profit.
Somebody said EOS, please, bro, please. They're begging us. They're saying please, my life.
Okay.
Let's check EOS. Well, no, I'm just gonna check EOS the way it should be checked. EOS M.
Hmm.
Yes, just same sitch, higher lows. See if this area holds up. If this area holds up, it should start mooning. I mean, in general, it looks like it's ready to go. At least in MEX terms of standards. So long the dips is what I would say on MEX, and then look to exit around here. So I would probably play a position like. I mean, I'd be even willing to like play something like that, but
Hmm.
to be a bit more reasonable, I could do something like this and aim all the way up to here and then take profit in two different areas. Leveraged out, that's not bad of a play in my opinion.
Yeah. You could also set bids at all three areas, like all
Yeah.
three supports or whatnot, and a stop beneath.
Somebody said ORM. I've never heard of this one, but they also
Or
pictures of SpongeBob on there and said, "Come grab some crazy things." Or
oh,
Mias. Oh, is that it? Or
interesting.
Orium. Orium looks a little bit
Wow,
more tastier, but
that's volatile.
yummy. Never mind. It looks like shit.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
neither of
is
those
fucked.
coins are. That's a pass. I'd have to do research on those coins. Um, Leo, baby. I don't even know. Think Leo's trackable right now, is it?
Maybe
Oh, Leo token.
that
There we go.
coin's gonna make money.
Moon. What the
Oh,
fuck? Damn. Look, I drew this last time. I think when we last streamed, and it's up. So
moon.
yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to buy a bag. It could turn out like BNB. We did XRP.
What's the
You
market
want to
cap?
do some more? What? For?
Yeah, sure. Leo. A Billy?
Uh,
Market cap, yeah, nice. uh,
on. It is 172-848-1503.
So 1.7 billion.
How's that sound to you?
It sounds pretty big. Let me see
Okay.
how it. It would
Dump it.
be. It would be just shy of. Oh, there! It's number 13. It's already on Coin Paprika. Here, I'll put it on my screen.
Paprika. Yeah.
Check it.
Let me know. I'll give you a
Check
couple
it.
tickers. Work on. I'm seeing.
Here, Leo. So it's already. It's already.
Oriab. So it was Oriab. Sorry.
Well, it was already okay. What else? CDT. CDT. Okay. Interesting. Last time I looked at this coin, I was using black lines, so you can tell that it was a long time ago.
Why they got.
Hmm?
Oh no, I was just reading a comment.
Oh.
Sorry.
Damn, this is a sad affair, but there might be a happy ending.
See, these YouTube videos would be great to promo on Instagram.
Interesting. So yeah, you can see here there's clear accumulation happening. The price is very.
Sorry, that's what just reading what they said.
Oh, okay, nice. Thanks for the idea, whoever said that. So price is clearly being bought up here. So I'd suspect a pump to probably yellow POC here at 220. Maybe I would consider setting some TPs, like one at 166, one at this wick, and the final one up here. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I think it'll. I can see, yeah, someone, already bought up here. So yeah, this looks good for some upside. If you really think it's going to run up, then could go something like this, and then maybe like, or targeting this area. So yeah, it's due for some pumpage, I think. AGI, okay, this guy's been fucking crying for AGI this whole time. I got you, man.
Do it.
We're slow to the do it. Make your dreams come true. This looks nice. Look at this, Ace.
Deep brain
Sorry,
chain.
I don't know what the fuck that is. AGI, Singularity Net.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why it was on the YouTube and it was lagging. Oh yeah, I'm a fan of AGI. I'd sell. What
That
sat
looks good.
is it at?
So it's at 641.
Oh yeah, I'd sell it at 1,000 sats. I don't even know
Yeah,
where
that makes sense. Even some at 850, 840.
it's a
So
store.
you have this initial area. You have this area here you can take some profit on. I think that would act as resistance. And then the real one at 995. So it could definitely run up. Yeah, you can see on the CCI too, there's a clear uptrend being created. We just broke 100 to the upside. So that's indicating that the uptrend is strong at this point, especially if it's on the daily. So that's a good sign. So I could easily see this hitting the 840 to 880s.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would do something like this again and run up. If it would do two legs, but seeing crazier. And then Grin, poor Grin. Uh, last time I checked, it made a higher low, so that was nice. And it's gone. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Grin pumped him. No way. All right, hold up.
It pumped.
Yeah, look, it
Time
pumped
to
to my
promo bags.
first target. Look at this. Look at that volume. We seem to have made our first higher low. Yeah, well, it worked out. Awesome. I got to make a post about that now. So yeah, that's nice. I think we might see a retrace to here.
You're nice.
Another leg because that volume is really encouraging. Yeah, the RSI is off the fucking chart. Yeah, Grin's looking good. I mean, the real trial would be probably the 54K sat area, that level before we broke the parabola to the downside.
Parabola.
You'd want to see Grin above this level, or I guess this level. Yeah. Yeah. But this looks good to run to 43.9, I think. Sound good? Is there anything else? Are you not entertained? Oh,
Yes. We got most of them covered.
nice.
Everything else is just repeats for the most part. So I think we did good.
Sick.
Got a lot of them covered. Is there any other requests that people have that we haven't gone over? Is there anything extra other than crypto stuff or anything fancy you guys want to look at or
Mhm.
anything?
Earlier, I was driving and I was stopped at a stop light. I just had a red light. Sorry, a stop light. Jesus Christ, my brain's not working. And I was looking down at my phone, and it's a two-way street. And in my peripheral to my left, I see a white Charger pull up, and I know it's a cop. So I look and I turn my music down. He's looking at me. He's like, "Are you looking down at your phone?" And he smiles. And I'm like, "No, I'm not, I'm not." And then he's like, "Okay." And he kind of gives me that grin, like, "I know you are. Be fucking careful." And in my head, I'm like, "Thank God, he's
Yeah,
not giving me a ticket." Oh, he
yeah,
must have been in a good mood.
yeah. I wouldn't. I would never admit to shit. I got fuck with the cops one time.
No, me neither. Yeah, me neither, man. Yeah, Bitcoin would have made a decent short right there.
So yeah, yeah.
Seal.
What the hell is
Seal
Zeal?
sad face.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, looks like Bitcoin is trying to recover here, but I don't think so, children.
Not today,
We're about to
Padre.
we're about to end this stream with a little RuneScape.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, okay, until what time is Baskin Robbins open? Hold up. Hold up. I gotta make sure.
Oh,
Baskin.
he's trying to go to Baskin and Robbins with you. Let me see.
No,
Is
no.
this Bagsy? Oh, he got some
Damn it.
Miss Bagsy
Close.
number two. The side John. Man,
No.
you're a dirty man.
Keep keeping it simple.
He's like keeping it simple. Just two, not three.
Two's a lot, man.
He's like the main girl and then the side girl.
One's enough, my friend. Uh, I'm afraid she watches my stream, so I'm careful with what I say too. There's spies everywhere.
Dax is like the one girl's like BitMEX, high leverage. The other one's like Binance. I'm about to withdraw my funds from her and break up with her. Find me another
Yeah,
one. She
and
going,
another one is sending 1F to get 10 back.
yeah, you need another one to get some like 10x. You're gonna go to some like, you're gonna get a 4-inch on.
Man, imagine you go to China and you end up dating CZ's daughter.
Wow, first pull. Yeah, CZ's daughter. I'd be like, yo, I made a meme with your pops the other day. Check it out.
Oh, check it out.
I got a clue
Yeah,
for.
Beauty Bubble, you're welcome. It's our pleasure. Clue for what? Oh, you got a clue. Nice.
Yeah, something clue. Oh, I still had it the whole time on me. Oh fuck.
Oh, yes.
People can still ask questions. We're just
Yeah, we're just chilling like villains.
doing a little 6-minute clue scroll thing. See if you guys help me get any kind of good clue scrolls. Whoa. Guess you guys can't see my password. I kinda will have to BRB this one on a different screen.
I want to eat ice cream. I just don't know what kind.
Ooh, I have some ice cream downstairs. I have what are
You
those?
naughty little boy, you.
Whoa.
Whoa. She got serious. Got pistachio. You sound like a pistachio motherfucker.
Maybe when I was younger, not anymore. I don't
Am
really eat
I?
ice cream that much.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite?
Haagen
Let
Dazs.
me dox your ice cream. Haagen-Dazs.
What the fuck do I gotta wear? What is this? It said a blue
Man,
dome top, a turquoise robe bottom. Is this turquoise? This is green. Jesus Christ. I don't even have this shit. Jesus Christ.
man.
Now I gotta go bend over the world and like go get this things. Like, see, this is the struggle of Iron Man. Like most scrubs would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy this at um
The Grand Exchange.
yeah, I'm gonna go buy this at the Grand Exchange. I'm like, no, I gotta go through all this trouble. Like I gotta go cut down this oak tree just to do my one thing.
Man, I remember when the Grand Exchange didn't exist.
Yeah, man. People used to like sit outside.
Oh shit! Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta answer this. Sorry.
The struggle's real. I don't know. However long it takes, for me to fail her disk drive. Jesus, I got nothing on here. Yeah, no, I know. I was just yeah, I was telling you guys. I'd be like, yo, can we go meet your dad? I've come to a conclusion that Bagsy eats a lot of food. He's always telling me he's eating something. Very concerning. Very concerning. Oh no, did I make the wrong bow? No, I didn't. Somebody gave a dislike once this stream went to RuneScape. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just for this last minute more. I know somebody that longed Bitcoin earlier at like 8,000 something. It's it's down. They didn't listen. They're like, yeah, it's going to 9K. I'm like, no, it's definitely not. So here we are today. It's not at 9K. He's close to his stop. I'm I'm laughing. Once I do get out of this Litecoin trade, I will be really excited because that's been a lot of capital that's just been lying around in Litecoin. So once it is off of Litecoin, I think I'm gonna try to find the next coin I can leave it in, which will end up like 2-3 timesing without me doing any kind of effort. So that's why I'm hoping we can get this out of the way or this
Dude,
halving bump. What's up?
dude. Sorry, I was in a phone call, but I just looked at my tip jar and someone tipped me 0.91 Bitcoin. Thank you so much, whoever did that.
Oh wow,
Fucking awesome.
0.91.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jesus, damn, good job, people.
Yeah, thank you. Jesus. I'm gonna order myself some ice cream.
Like ice cream, it is.
Yeah, I think someone set Mac like 20K the other day. Some crazy shit. Yo, people are making insane money in this space.
Yeah, man, that's how you do it. Is just pump out those charts. Somebody's gonna take a gamble and win the gamble and be like, all
Hopefully
right,
win.
0.91, yeah, just a little bit less than a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Time to buy some altcoins.
Time to go shit diving. Let's see chat. Man, I'm burping up that garlic. That tzatziki. Fuck, I used to love RuneScape so much. Jesus
But
Christ.
was
I
it worth it?
reminisce every time I see you. Hmm?
Was that tzatziki sauce worth it though?
Yeah, 100%. Without a shadow of a
What?
doubt. Love you too, Jackson. Love you too. Um, uh, um, yeah, someone asked me for my friend asked me for my ref link. I like my friends.
Your friends.
My friends?
What are those? Just kidding.
People that you think
Oh, trash! You guys are not lucky.
Mm-hmm. What's that? He's gonna
No,
interrupt me.
doing a. I'm so sorry. And I did the foot.
I'll remember this indiscretion.
Mm,
Oh yeah. Oh, what am I doing?
yeah, I think we're pretty much done with everything we needed to talk about.
Wrapped up, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Yeah,
really
man.
needs anything. Oh man, I went the wrong way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had 2 euros. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Love you. Very long time. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow Hack'em and Ace, and have yourselves a great weekend. And, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Wish
Thanks for joining. You guys are awesome. We'll catch you later.
you